We live. What up? It's your boy, Rep Milwaukee 414, straight from SNEAKERHEADS clothing line, man. I know we a little bit late, first of all. We ain't gonna say who was late and why they was late, but we gonna go ahead and get it cracking. So I apologize, first of all. You know what I'm saying? But we are all here finally. We got 901. We got Hop in the building. We got Caddy and we got IBA. We just innocent bystanders here. But we're going to go ahead and get it cracking. I appreciate everybody coming through. I know the notifications is going out a little bit later, whatever like that. So everybody going to, come in here in a second. But I don't know who want to start it off with their intros, man. But let's go ahead and get it cracking. Somebody started with their intros.
All right, so go ahead, IBA. Go ahead, IBA. Go ahead.
All right, man. So, man, IBA, you know what I'm saying? You guys know where to find me on Instagram and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm just recovering from SneakerCon LA, you know what I'm saying, had a ball. But now we in here to talk about this sneaker battle that happened this past weekend between 901 and Hop. So let's get these opinions in.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cadillac Jackson back in the building. 1/3 of Talking Kicks. You can find me on Talking Kicks live streaming podcast this Wednesday, December 18th, 8:30. We got a Christmas episode coming up. You can also find me on my YouTube at Cadillac Jackson and on my Instagram, Cadillac_Jackson.
What's going on, everybody? It's HOPDAWG18. You can find me on IG. Also, you can find me with my brother, Black Ass African, on Retro Talk Forum. It's hard to say. We working on the schedule right now, but just check the channel out, hit the notifications, and we'll let you know when we pop up there, man. Appreciate everybody for the support, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's your boy, Young Chris, 901FIREKICKS. You check me out there on YouTube, and 901's found on IG. Definitely in this joint to discuss this dope battle over this past weekend. Definitely, it was some heat reveals, so it was good. It was a good, fun battle.
Where can they find you at?
Facts.
Where can they find you at 901? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 901FIREKICKS on YouTube, and then 901's Fire on IG.
All right.
At the Patreon.
Already for real, bro. Oh man. Okay. All right. So all right, everybody's starting to come in here a little bit slow, man. But we got who we got in here so far. If you in the building, man, make sure y'all hit the comment section. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. First things first, we do this every Tuesday, normally at 7 p.m. Central, but we on CPPPPT time tonight. For real, you know what I'm saying? So normally we start at 7:30. It just depends, you know what I'm saying? But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If you in the building, make sure y'all hit the comment section so we can shout y'all out. And we're going to go ahead and get into this debate recap of 901 FIREKICKS versus HOPDAWG18. Spelled H-O-P, not hoop. It's HOPDAWG. All right. Hop said that in my SneakerCon DC video and had me dying laughing when I was doing the edit, and I was like, this dude right here, bro. And then what's even more hilarious, y'all see this man Caddy basically every week, you know what I'm saying, on this debate recap. When I was editing the video, Caddy didn't say a single word when I had them all together. I was like, yo, you want to talk about Talking Kicks? He was like, no, you got it. I was like, bruh.
Oh,
but so shout out to JJ All Day, shout out to Johnny J's, shout out to who was that? Is that IBA? Okay, all right. Goat Weezy in the building. Hey Caddy, man. Hey Caddy, hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button.
Yo, I'm taking care of people with the like button. The only show I don't like is my own show. Don't worry about that.
Splash Out Drippy in the building, man. All the way in Germany or Korea. Yeah, he's somewhere, but he across the water. He across the water. We put it like that. So I know it's probably like Splash. What time is it over there right now? It's probably like 8 in the morning or something like that.
It's probably like 1 in the morning.
I think it's 13 hours. I think it's 13-hour difference. But Splash, anyway, say what time it is over there. Let us know in the building, man. Let's go. Round one, man. Round one. What was the question again? Round one. Was that that wasn't the PE one? That was the
favorite quick strike.
Favorite quick strike. So we start out with controversy already.
Right off the rip.
Right off the rip, we start with controversy. So the OG Hop feels some type of way about this question, but let's go ahead and get into it. The shoes was for this question. What was y'all shoes?
Hop, 901. Yours was the Space Jam.
Space Jam 11, yeah.
Hop, and then was
Medicine Ball Trainer.
Yes.
Trainer 3. Yeah, the Medicine Ball Trainer 3.
The Medicine Ball Trainer 3, man. So, Hop, go on and say say how you feel about this question right here.
Well,
oh Lord.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, that Space Jam is not a quick strike. It was released, with a full family size run. I know they were saying that you can't get a discount on the shoe, but Foot Locker and Champs, of course, they're the same company, Foot Action. They stopped discount on all 11s, lows, highs, everything. So just because you can't get a discount, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a quick strike. If it's a quick strike, it's gonna say it on the box. Like I'm gonna show this right here.
Facts.
See that QS right there? See the QS right there? That means quick strike.
Big facts.
So and most of the time, I can't say that I've seen a quick strike in a full family size run. Pretty much all the 11s that come out, Christmas 11s, it's a mass GR. I mean, they producing 2 million, which is the most that they've ever done this year. The bread. So when I said that, I mean, it was nothing against 901 because he even said it himself. He was like, he don't know if it was a quick strike, but he wasn't able to get a discount on it, so he was gonna pull it out. So, but when I said it, they kind of like overlooked what I said, and they really wouldn't let me explain it. So I was like, okay,
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when they let it ride. I kind of felt some type of way. So, but it was nothing against 901. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. They wanted to see a battle, and we gave them what they wanted.
So 901, do you have a rebuttal for this inquiry that has been put in?
Well, I mean, that's what I asked. Like, I don't know if everybody caught it in the replay or whatever during the battle. I did ask, did that mean like if you could not do a discount on it? And usually that's what a quick strike means, because there's been several shoes that I bought that was considered quick strikes, but they don't actually say quick strikes on the actual box. So just like Jordan 11s, like I know they consider Jordan 11s, at least here, everywhere, a quick strike. Like even at the Nike factory, you can't even use a discount at the actual Nike store, even if you're an employee, because they consider it a quick strike. So that's why I consider 11s to be quick strikes, because you can't use a discount. But if there was specified, okay, it has to have a QS on the actual box, then yeah, I mean there's several of them that I got QS in.
I mean, but then there's also other brands that are you do quick strikes, and I ain't never seen a QS on a different brand. Now Nike, yes, but then technically Air Jordans is a totally different brand compared to Nike. So that's also something to think about too. I agree. I agree with what Hop is saying.
Yeah.
But to be devil's advocate and to think about it, I mean, I've never seen other brands actually put like QS, and not necessarily saying they have to, but
I think the latest quick strike that I can think of off the top of my head that was a Jordan was the green Gatorade 6s. That one was a quick strike. That one was a quick strike. Because I'm gonna tell you, my son works at Foot Locker, and I used to work at Foot Locker. So if it's a quick strike, he'll tell me, hey, this is a quick strike, you can't get a discount on it. Because if there's a shoe that I want, and what's up?
I just Googled it. And that Space Jam indeed is a quick strike.
So we
You said it is a quick strike?
That's what it say here. I could try to show it to you. Hold on, let me see.
So we doing a non-leather. We doing a non-leather question. That's what we doing.
I don't know if y'all can see that on the bottom line. On the bottom line, right above the shoe. What does it say?
Okay. Well, I was wrong then.
That?
Yeah, do say it down there.
Whose
Can you make it bigger? Can you
from
make
Soul
it
Collector?
bigger?
But that's 2009.
Oh, okay, we
That
could do
says
that.
2009.
Yeah, because the
That
price
says
is
2009.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That says 2009.
True. All right. Well,
So see what it says on the what was that 20 when they come out 2016, 2017?
2016, I believe. No. It was 17. My bad. It was 17.
Yeah. I know it's like a couple years ago because Concourse came out last year, right? So the year before that was Space Jams with the Looney Tunes. But I'm gonna be honest with you, IBA.
mm-hmm.
That wasn't a quick strike in Foot Locker because I got my discount on it. Because I was working at Foot Locker. I was working at Foot Locker when the 2009 Space Jams came out. And normally when it's a straight quick strike, there is no type of discount, none for employees, no coupons, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
the last quick strike I caught was the Coming to America Freak Ones, and that was a quick strike. And they wasn't doing no military discount. They wasn't doing no employee discount. They wasn't doing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's like them Gatorade 6s because Foot Locker had got those down here. And my son, he wasn't able to get no type of discount. He was like, that's a quick strike. So.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's one of those. It might be, it might not be.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Kev said it was his wedding day, 12/10/16. So I'm assuming you're talking about the Space Jam 11s. It was 2016.
Yeah, it was 2016 because 2017 was the Win Like 96.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 2017 was Win Like 96. 2018 was Space Jams.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, Concourse.
By the way, happy anniversary, Buck.
Yeah,
happy anniversary, bro.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
I saw that Facebook post today. Happy anniversary for sure. Okay, so all right, so that was
that's something we have to do some more research on. That's something we got to do some more research on. So to clear that up.
So all right, so how we feeling about this round? All
right, so when it came to the question, well, let me start off like this. When it came to the shoes, I like the Space Jams. Everybody loves the Space Jams.
Yeah, everybody loves Space Jam.
But that medicine ball trainer is just something different.
Right.
So that you don't see that medicine ball trainer too often.
Facts.
So being that that, and I was like, I know that's a quick strike. The Space Jam to me was GR to me. I was like, yeah, I got to give it to the medicine ball. So
I feel the same way Callie feels. I mean, I think when it comes to us in our era, excuse me, we will go after that medicine ball before the Space Jam. I feel like the millennials will go after the Space Jam before that medicine ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I totally agree. And what's funny is that it feels weird to say that. it feels weird to say that, but it's because it's nowadays they put out 1 million pairs. But you know what I'm saying, when we was kids trying to get them or whatever like that shoe, like it changed. Like that shoe was like when it came out, you was like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays you look at it, it's like, oh yeah, we putting out 2.9 million. It's just like, all right, man, like, all right, bro. Y'all doing too much, but okay. So I mean, I agree with the medicine. I agree with the medicine ball. So,
I'll be honest with you. When he pulled out that Space Jam, I was like, I knew it. I knew it was gonna be, like you said, everybody loves the Space Jams. So yeah. I knew it. And I'll be honest with you, the quality on that medicine ball is like butter. If you ever held one in your hand, I mean the leather on that medicine ball, it's just, I love it, man. You know, and that's kind of like what I look for, is something of real good quality. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that medicine ball is it's like McFly said, it's something about that colorway, man. That tan with that navy blue and that white. That's just to me, like you said, IBA in our era. To me, that's just and I just like that silhouette too. That Trainer 3, I just like that silhouette. So that's one. It was. I knew it was a quick strike. I knew it was dope quality. That's my style. That's why I brought it up.
Facts. All right.
Dope. Yo, we got 19 people in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that comment section. Let us know you in the building, man, so we can shout y'all out, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, I know what it is, man. Get involved. All right? Get involved with the, you know what I'm saying, with this debate here. We got Kev in the building. We got Go Weezy in the building. I already said Johnny. We got Kicking It with Beezy. Who else is in here, man? Mike African, the GOAT. Moses himself is in the building. Rice Goat 80. JD. I said Go Weezy already, right? OG Kicks is in the building. Sneaker with the Foe. What's up with your Wi-Fi, bro? We good?
Why you still get on that man? His Wi-Fi, man.
Let that boy live.
He's like, I ain't even battling no more. You a hater, bro.
He said, let him drink his Starbucks in peace.
Yeah. hey, Sneak with the Foe. If your Wi-Fi good, man. We've been waiting on you for about 4 weeks, bro. Come on in here and speak your piece. I'll send you the link. Chappelle Hannon is in the building. Hey, who the hell doing Retro Talk Forum, bro?
That's Black.
That's Black. Black got 2 screens up right now. I appreciate that. I appreciate that double vision going on right now, bro. I appreciate that. All right, so we got round 1 out the way. That makes who won that round?
So
901.
901 got that round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you ask 901 what he thought about it? Because I don't think 901 gave his opinion on it real quick.
I mean, as far as whether or not it was a quick strike or what, or
no. We didn't let that go now. Just
how you felt about the battle?
How'd you feel about the first round? Like you locked in that first one. How was you feeling after that first one?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I knew going into it because everything was being said. It was going to be kind of a little bit controversial. But, I mean, I like 11s more than anything, so probably or 1s. So that was like, to me, that's a favorite. Now, nothing against the trainer or nothing like that. I mean, it's just, it's not a particular favorite silhouette like that.
Let me ask you a question, though. All right, based on, the debate with whether the 11 is a quick strike or not, if you could go back and pick out another shoe, what would it have been?
Okay, baby.
If you ain't trying to get into it, it's all good. I mean, I just thought it was a good question, right?
I think because I think this one is a quick strike. So this was gonna be my second choice. The Vial-Tech Airman.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
How do you like that shoe? How's the quality on that shoe?
The suede and everything on it is really good. I mean, I can't say anything bad about it. I had to dunk tomorrow to see how they vary.
You hit on the dunks?
Yeah.
Well, you hit on the sneakers out?
Yeah, I hit on the sneakers out.
Yeah, I hit them too.
That's cool. Yeah, so from the pictures, it looks the closest to the 2002 pair, the first pair. So
yeah, I just been hearing like people saying it ain't the fat tongue and the toe box is kind of crazy. So I don't know. We have to see when it comes in.
I don't think they didn't have an SB tongue on them. They were just a regular dunk because they're not an SB.
I don't know what you're asking.
Oh. Okay.
All right, cool. Well then, it's 1-0. It's 1-0. Then we got round 2. Shout out to Alias for the $1.99. Give this to IBA. Give this to IBA. Hashtag the team. Shout out to Alias once again for the $1.99.
No doubt.
Getting involved with the super chat. Appreciate that, bro. For real. And then let's see, round 2, man. What's the question for round 2? Is that the
favorite mostly blue shoe?
Yeah, predominantly blue shoe.
This sounds like the 3M question right here.
Now, I'll be honest. When they said predominantly blue, I was like, this should be interesting because, you know, who's gonna pull out what? I didn't know what was gonna happen on this one.
Yeah.
So, Hop, you pulled out the DB8.
Right.
No. Yeah. 901 pulled out
Obsidian ones.
Why can't they?
He put Obsidian 1, yep.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, 901, you my man's, but when I see you put out that Obsidian, I was like, why?
Yeah, I felt you kind of held back on that one. I felt you kind of held back on that one, 901, to be honest with you.
Honestly, no, I didn't, because like I don't have any shoes that's really dominantly black. I mean blue. Other than that, I could have pulled out this one. Or
the Obsidian would have been better than that. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Or I could put out this one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Or I could put out this one, but there's not a lot of shoes that I got.
Yeah. It would have been the same end result.
That was a tough question, bro.
I would say based on the crowd, you probably pulled out the right. You pulled out the right one. You brought out the right shoes based on the crowd.
Right.
I mean, based on the crowd and the question, there's not a lot of shoes that are predominantly blue that you could have pulled out, and then be one that would win you a battle. And then with the beat a DB8, that's there ain't a lot that can beat a DB8.
Bruh. I look at it like Hop.
Pull out.
Hey, bro. I look at it like Hop did a Cadillac on that second round. You know what I'm saying?
He lost the first round. It was like, word?
Let me explain something to you. And Hop, you might be able to attest for this. When you go down 1-0, you feel like, desperation situation.
Hey, I was like, I would tell you, I was like this first round. Second round,
bruh.
That's how I was.
He had to put on the caddy mentality.
Once you go down 1, you got to lock in. It's like shit, because it can go 2-0 real quick.
Facts.
Yeah,
and that's
I'll be honest with you. That DB8, I feel like is a a lot of people like that shoe, even though a lot of people don't like the 8 silhouette. But I feel like that DB8 is a real popular shoe with a lot of people, just the design and everything. So when they said all blue shoe, one shoe popped in my head, and I looked over to my left, and I said, "Okay, yeah, I'm swinging. You know what I mean? I got a jab, I got to cut him, I got to scratch him, I got to do something. You know what I mean? Because he got that first round, and I was like, I got to do something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I see JD said DB8 like a kid shoe to him, but it's designed by a kid. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you was to see that shoe in person, and a lot of people don't know that the specs on there and the fingerprint on the side, all that glows in the dark.
The dark, yeah.
That shoe is just, if you was to really hold that shoe and look at it, that's a 5 shoe. That's a 5 shoe.
Kicking it with Beezy.
In my opinion.
The no Don C joints. Yeah, the Don C 2s would have been fire.
Don C's 2s would have probably gave you a run for the money.
Facts.
Travis 4s would have probably gave you a good run.
Yeah, Travis 4s.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh yeah.
And that's what I was talking about in the back room. That's what I was saying in the back room. I feel like he could have put out something that would have balanced it more. It could have been better. Because I feel like I said, 901 got heat. So I mean, sometimes you feel like he kind of held back.
That's a tough one though. That's just a tough one.
Yeah, like I feel like round 2, like 901, like he seriously pulled he was like, word, and just turned on Super Saiyan God real quick, like, yo, putting cases out on all you.
Because I will put it like this: when you're in the heat of the moment, you kind of forget what you have in your collection.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely like have a mental block, and it's not until after you get it, and almost after like the whole thing is over, after the battle's over, and you turn off your computer and everything, is when you realize like, oh shit, I got this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
in hindsight, I did this. I could have did this.
Sneaker with the phone said UNC Off-White. UNC Off-White would have probably got that DB.
But that's not predominantly white. I mean, predominantly blue though.
It's
more white. It's more white than blue. It's more white than blue.
I put it like this: based on the host and the host in the chat wouldn't have gave a fuck. you'd have pulled that shoe out, they'd have just been like, oh,
ooh, they would be like, ooh,
yeah, they wouldn't have gave a fuck about if it was.
That's true. That would have been another controversy round. So that'd been 2 in a row if it did that. But
honestly, I probably wouldn't have said nothing about the Off-White UNC if he would have brought it out. Because I mean,
but if he would have won that round, you would have said you were like, hey, look now, hey, look now.
I would have allowed this shoe personally.
I was gonna say, honestly, that shoe is about half and half as far as like blue and white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have been able to say nothing. And I honestly, I never would have probably registered in my head that shoe wouldn't qualify. So I probably wouldn't have said nothing about that one. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Soul Reap in the building. What up, Jay versus Juice in the building? We got some this season's alumni in the chat.
Oh, Flint 13.
Yeah.
Flint 13 would have because now you pulling out a classic.
Bruh.
Now you pulling out a classic that everybody's looking for. And that would have gave the run. That would have brought the old heads out.
I would have voted for the 13.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
I promise you.
I wouldn't have been mad.
Obsidian 12?
Obsidian 12. I don't think so.
Nah,
I think more Flint 13. Flint 13 would have probably edged the DB. Obsidian 12s, I don't think Obsidian 12s would have did it.
Nah, the 12 would not have done it.
12 would got you close.
Royal Blue
just for the simple fact. No, I don't think so.
Royal Ones.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing for me as the Off-White UNC.
That Royal One would have came out. Rep would have been like 1.
No, the thing is though, because the Royal One. It's the same thing as the UNC Off-White. Like the UNC Off-White is that North Carolina and that white. I feel like it's more white than it is that blue. Same thing with the Royal One. I feel it's kind of half and half. You got the black and you got the blue. So if we talk, if we going real down to the question, I just personally wouldn't have pulled that out. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So.
DB6.
Gotcha.
Oh, DB6 would have got that.
Yeah.
All right, so the winner of that round was DB8s. You know what I'm saying?
DB8. So
most
it's
predominantly blue shoe.
I was gonna say real quick that I honestly bringing out that Flint 13. I don't think it's too many shoes that'll beat that right now because everybody wants that shoe to come back out.
Bruh.
So you know, I don't think there's too much that's beating that Flint 13.
Yeah, that's a Final Four shoe right there.
Yes, it is.
That's the final four for you. That's a go up. That's a go up against Black Ass African shoe right there. You gotta go. Well, you gotta go up against. You gotta go up against Zeus himself. You might want to hold on to that when you gotta go up against Zeus. Just saying.
Stay tuned.
All right,
Stay
so
tuned.
yeah. All right, so it's 1-1.
1-1.
Tied up, and then the third question was
favorite PE or PE based sneaker.
This is another controversial one.
Oh.
Go ahead and elaborate on that.
This is another. Well, I like I said when I brought mine out, I said I don't know if this is considered a PE, but it's a team-based shoe. That they turned a athlete shoe into a team-based shoe. So that was the closest thing I had, and that's what I brought out. And 901 shoe to me, even though it wasn't like the original team player edition, but I think his is considered a player edition. It was just a different variation of the shoe that the team had got. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't have been mad. Well, I probably would have been mad, but you know.
What colorway was the shoe?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
You want to see it real quick?
No, is it a name? Like a name?
It's an Alabama
trainer
Nike
SC.
Air Trainer SC.
Bet, got it. All right. You go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
I'm pretty sure.
And 901. What did you pull out for that round? You got your mic muted, bro.
No, he pulled out the Michigan 5. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go, IBA. IBA. All right.
Yeah, I see it. I got it online. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
It got the Alabama on the tongue and everything, right? If I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Whew. I ain't even an Alabama fan, but yeah, that one right there though.
Look at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. I know you got the gloves to match with it too.
Already. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you something. 901, we spoke something into existence that night because well, the next day they announced that Michigan and Alabama was playing in the Citrus Bowl. Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I was like, dang, we put that in the sneaker battle, Alabama versus Michigan. And they announced that they playing in the Citrus Bowl. I said that was crazy.
Tweezy a fool, man.
Hey, Tweezy ain't no pause in 2019, man.
You must be talking about me.
No, I think because everybody's saying pulling out this and pulling out that.
Exactly. All right, so we got the two shoes. What you gonna say?
I'm looking at this one. I don't know if it's a PE or not. I can't pull up nothing that says if it's a PE, but it does say that it's a quick strike.
Kevin's funny. I dig the Alabama joints, but changed the A to an O. They got an Ohio State version too.
Yeah, they do. They do. So the two shoes, man. What y'all got?
Honestly, I think, and I'm gonna give my opinion. You know, I think based on the question, I think he got it more right than I did, and I'm just being transparent and honest. You know what I mean? But
I think
once again, the chat.
I honestly think it's even Steven, to be honest with you, but
I figured you did, Kev. That Michigan 5 to me is dope. I love that Michigan 5, but that Alabama, and I'm a Bama fan, Roll Tide. So when the minute I seen that, I was like, God, dog, like the translucent sole with the A on the bottom, the elephant print, the chenille A on the tongue. I was just like, all right, so it's 2-1.
Yeah, I mean it's on that Alabama shoe. It's like attention to detail on that shoe, bro. Over that
Yeah,
Michigan.
bro.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I mean, me personally, I don't care for the Michigan. I feel like that's a GR still. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's compared to the ones we talked about in the first round, compared to that Bo Jackson. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, again, I think it's going to be an era issue again with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that trainer, the Alabama on the tongue, the elephant print is like you said, the details put into that shoe. You know, even with the elephant print, it was like you ain't never seen nothing like that on a trainer. You know, and then obviously the elephant print with the, with the Alabama, the roll tie, like it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense, and the whole shoe just goes together. So
Right.
no, I agree. And then even like you showed the outsole that they got the logo on, on the outsole, like it's dope. It's real dope.
That shoe is heat.
I don't know too many people that got that shoe too. So like,
Sure.
you might.
I want a pair.
Yeah, you might be the second person I know that has that shoe. But.
I'm looking at it right now, like, bruh, I need that.
Yeah. It's fire in hand, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. To me, it's almost like it's a low key troll because that shoe is Bo Jackson's shoe, and he played with Auburn, but they took that shoe and turned it into an Alabama shoe.
Right, that's what it said here.
Yeah, with the with the elephant print. And I'll be honest with you, when I saw that shoe, I said I searched and I found it, and I drove an hour to go get it.
I don't blame you
because I'm from Alabama, and I roll with the tide. You know what I mean? So, and it's hard for me to buy another team's shoe because I'm the fan. That's just how I am. Yeah. Like I couldn't buy that Michigan shoe because I'm not a fan. The Barry Sanders that came out, that's a dope shoe, but it had lines on it. I didn't care for it with the lines.
Yeah.
Hop. Get them shoes and show them the bottom. Show them the sole on the bottom when you put them together. Yeah. Show them that. That's dope. I just seen that. That's hot.
Put your gloves on.
Of course, I won.
Put your gloves
see, look at that. That's dope.
That's crazy.
That's dope.
That's dope. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man.
Hell yeah.
Bottom and everything like that. That's fire.
Yeah, the translucent bottom. I'll be honest with you. I want another pair of these DS just to have.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just to have and just to set up.
That's dope. That's real dope. So, I mean, we all in agreeing on the trainer, right?
Right.
So I mean, but what who actually officially won that round? It was still Hop, right? When it Hop?
Yeah, Hop won it by I think one vote.
It was close. Yeah, it was close.
Yeah, it was.
I personally couldn't go for that Michigan 5. It's a nice quality shoe and everything like that, but just like Kev, that Big Ten, it's a Big Ten thing. I can't do that Michigan. I'm sorry. I'm a Badgers fanatic. I couldn't do it personally. So, round three. Question was
favorite PE or PE based.
Yeah, that was round 3. That was the question.
That was round 3. My bad. So then we got round 4.
Yes.
Round 4 was what shoe would you take 313 out on the date in?
PM was hyped about this question, bro. He was talking about this question before the battle started. He was hyped about this question.
This question was too funny.
For the past 2 weeks, it's been one question that's been like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And this it's like the with the fire, what would you pick question. This is like that same type, round right here. So how y'all feel? First of all, how y'all feel about the question? First of all,
it was different.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah,
it was definitely different.
And the reason it was different because usually you hear what shoe would you get married in? Like we're used to that question. I mean, that's the when it comes to battles, that comes up. But this one was different and it was funny. You know what I'm saying? So it was a dope question in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely hilarious. I most definitely said in the chat, wear some beaters.
I wear some Walmart Shacks. If I went on a date with 313.
That is crazy.
That's hilarious.
What was the shoe? What was the shoe?
All right, so we had Hop pulled out a Concord, and then we had 901 pulled out a
Which
Travis Scott 6.
That's her favorite shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And then on the side note, Caddy, what did you say, Caddy?
Listen, that Travis Scott 6 will get you the phone number, but that Concord will get you flued out. That Concord if you that girl love 11, so you pull out that Concord, hey, you might get first class, bruh.
And that was the crazy thing because I actually started to pull out the Concord and then because I know she liked those shoes. But it was kind of like one of those where I know if I lose this round, it's a wrap. So I got to try to pull out something that I think would be hard to beat. So
right.
He brought it too with that Travis. And when he brought that Travis, I was like, see, I kind of played to the panel because I knew that was the favorite shoe. So that's what I grabbed. But when I saw him bring out the Travis, I was like, here we go.
Really? You really felt that way?
Yeah, I kind of figured more people would vote for that Travis.
Right. Because still at the end of the day, because still at the end of the day, you know, they still gonna pick what they like. They ain't really think, like you heard the question, but they ain't really thinking about the question no more. They really thinking about, what shoe is better than the other.
Right.
So,
yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
So what we saying here? What we saying? First of all, like I just posted, Caddy.
This was another controversial moment because one counter had 901 winning, then another counter had me winning. So I told him
Reaper.
I said the best thing to do is just to reap and let's see how that happens. But they was just like, we're gonna go with 901 because I know they want to see a fifth round anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I just feel like this is me personally. If you know in your heart that a person's shoe is better than the other person's shoe and they up 2-1, just let them get their W rather than send it to a fifth round.
Right.
Because if you get the fifth round and they lose, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I can't believe they lost. Your fault. That's blood in your hand. But like that Concord, like based on the question, I had to go with the Concord, mainly because that's what 313 likes. So if we going by the question, I'm going with the Concord because that's what the Concord will GTD. If you know what GTD is and you watch Martin, you understand what GTD is. The Concord will GTD. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So like you said, it would get you flued out.
Mm-hmm. First class.
You can basically put 2 and 2 together what GTD means.
Mm-hmm.
We're flued out. So shout out to Soul Reaper in the building.
What's up, Reaper, man?
What's
What's
good?
going on, bros?
It was good.
Reaper, go ahead, hit your intro real quick, man, since you late, brother.
Hey, boy, man, gotta work, bro. But
No doubt.
it's your boy Soul Reaper 23, man. Your friendly neighborhood sneaker technician, man. What's going on, everybody in the chat?
No doubt, man. So, all right, we got the 2 shoes, man. How we feel personally?
All right, so we already talked about it being 313's favorite sneaker.
Yeah.
And then, to be honest, if there was no question attached to this, and I had to pick between the Concord and the 6, I'm gonna pick the Concord. So I guess that's just the way I look at the whole thing, anyway.
I now eat it.
That's
Me
funny 'cause,
personally,
like I was stuck.
I was gonna say me personally, if it's no question, I probably would have picked the Travis. I like that Travis.
Yeah.
But that's just me personally. You know, I like how the Travis is made up. I like the yellow laces with them. That's just a shoe that I really like. You know what I mean? And honestly, even if his name wasn't tied to that shoe and they brought that shoe out like that, I still would have bought that shoe.
Facts.
You know, just because I like that makeup. Well, honestly, the 6 is my second favorite silhouette anyway. 4 is first for me, then the 6 is the second one. So that's my
Tommy, what is GTD? What is GTD in this book? Got the draws. Can you say that a little? Can you say it a little louder? Got the draws.
We need them that GTBD.
But yeah, that's just my opinion on that right there. So
Reaper,
Yo.
did you watch the battle, bro?
Oh yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Well, what's your opinion? What's your opinion on this round then?
I'm not a fan of the Travis Scott 6s at all. I mean, I don't even like I'm not a fan of 6s at all. So to be honest, to me, it was like that don't mean nothing to me. To me, I voted for the Concords personally.
Ain't
Plus,
nobody
he answered the question because he knows.
Nah, you done messed up. And you done messed up your business. Ain't nobody
but I mean, he answered the question to me perfectly because Retro Queen 313, her favorite sneaker is the Concord 11. So I mean, I voted for that. That's the way I went. The Travis Scott 6 means nothing to me personally.
What other shoe, in y'all opinion, on a side note, real quick, would you pick besides the Concord 11 if we talking about
Space Jam 11?
Look, he said anything 11.
Yeah, it could have been anything 11.
It had
anything 11, bro.
It had to be 11 or be a 1, either of the two. Otherwise,
True.
No,
Okay.
I no. It's like with 3M on it. And in hindsight,
True.
I could have pulled out. I could have brought out another shoe with 3M that, like I said earlier, would have probably smashed that Travis Scott 6, without a doubt.
What that would have been, or you want to keep that on the?
Like I said earlier, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
He said a gentleman never tells.
Stay tuned. But we talked about the shoe earlier. We talked about the shoe earlier, and I go ahead and say it would have been that Flint 13.
Oh, bet. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay,
but the one with the 3M on it, the 05.
Right.
Yeah, that Flint 13 would have got the GTD. That would have been GTD. Flint 13. Listen, 11 gets you to the crib. Let me just explain it. 11 gets you on the flight, gets you to the airport, gets you to Detroit. The colorway is whether you get GTD or
not. That's gonna be the one for 2020 right there, boy. We got to bring that one into 2020.
Man.
Exactly.
We'll have to get that sound bite. Gonna have to get that sound bite. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
But
okay, so obviously it was the Concord. So that made what we had though. Did that make it 2-2 or 3-1? What is it? Because I'm lost.
That made it 2-2. Yeah, that tied it up. Travis Scott.
All right, so as far as the actual battle is 2-2, but actual in here is 1-3.
Yeah, it's 3-1, 1-3.
Yeah. For us, it would have been over.
Yeah.
To the chat, it's tied up.
Right.
Overtime.
Yeah, and then overtime was the
pull out your hottest sneaker.
Yeah, pull out your hottest sneaker.
Yeah. Now
I feel like hold on one second, Daddy, because I know you about to go in. I feel like I feel like this question has been used before. I just want to point that out. Now go ahead.
Bruh, let me just say this real quick. Young Chris, 901. If you would have pulled that Travis Scott on this last question rather than round 4, you might have had a chance. That would have been tough because that 6 versus a 6, everybody would have been stuck.
Yeah.
Everybody would have been stuck.
I see that.
Yeah, everybody would have been stuck on that because when we saw what you pulled out, for that question, you pulled out the Travis Scott 1 high.
Yeah.
And then Hop comes out with the DB6. And I'm like, shit, if he would have pulled out that Travis Scott 6 on this one, bruh, that might have been one of those situations where they've been like, okay, y'all gonna have to, the host to have to pull out a shoe. It might have been that situation, but when he pulled out that Travis Scott 1, I was like,
I knew he was bringing that out. Against
that DB6, against that DB6, that's bro. I can't.
That DB6 was that the re-release? Was that the re-release?
Yeah, that was the re-release.
Yeah.
Hey, but I just look at it like that Travis Scott 1 couldn't have been the hottest shoe in your collection, bro. Come on, bro. You holding back.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, to me,
don't get me wrong. It's the Travis Scott 1. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I feel like that's like a hype hot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hype. Exactly. That's hype. But
that was really the question, wasn't it? They asked what was the hypest shoe in your collection. I think that's what the question was.
No, the question was what was the hottest in your
shoe in your collection.
Oh, so basically, it's whatever you think is hot. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's up to you.
Yeah. So and let me just say this. So that we can clarify. Yes, we understand that heat is in the eye of the beholder.
Facts.
We all understand that. We understand that what you might seem as heat might not be heat to other people, and it's what you buy, you pay for with your money. Nobody's being a hater. So let me just explain that.
Facts.
Now, with that being said, personally, that one, I don't think that one stood a chance.
Facts.
I don't think that one stood a chance. I think the Travis Scott 6 would have stood a better chance. That DB6 is just different.
Way more limited.
Yeah, way more limited, and it's just something different. It's
so Caddy, you wouldn't take off points because it was a re-release?
Nah,
I wouldn't take off points. It was because it was a re-release because that shit was still hard as hell to get.
Right, and then it was about the question.
You know
so
what
it didn't matter.
Yeah, like you had to sell an arm and a leg and a piece of butt cheek to buy that resale. Like, I'm sorry.
Sell a piece of get the draws, dog.
The quality on that DB, even though it is the re-release, I would have rather had that one versus the old one anyway, because there's no telling how long you could wear that old shoe before it falls apart. And you can't find an older shoe with an icy bottom like that.
Right.
I mean, the bottom on that DB is just so icy, man. It's the quality on that shoe, the suede on it, the lining on the inside. That, to me, like I said, 6 is my second favorite silhouette. To me, that's just a beautiful shoe. I don't know if you ever held it in your hand. Oh man, if you could find one, if you happen to find one, you hold it in your hand. That's one. That's a nice shoe. That's a nice shoe.
Oh, and I gotta
ship it to me and let me clean it for you.
It's clean. It's clean. It's clean.
He said I'm good.
Hey, he's trying to get me like them dudes in the mall. Hey, bro, come here, bro. Come here real quick.
I refuse.
The MG. Yeah, it's MG something, man. Oh, they get on my nerves, bro. Yo, them shoes is dope, bro. I be like, hey, all right, bro. All right, bro.
Oh,
She was a queen,
and
bro.
I gotta say this real quick. If you felt like you had something hot in your collection 901, pull that shit, bro. Pull that shit. It's at the end of the day, it's an exhibition. It's an exhibition. You know, there's no bonus prize. There's not $1 billion on the line or anything like that. People be like, yo, you don't want to pull your heat out in the beginning and everything. Yeah, that's cool. I understand that, but
this wasn't
like if you got
like this is like you go to the final.
This is for the final four. It's like, yo, don't wait to the last round because you don't know, because like there's cats out here that be like, risk it. I don't care. Like me personally, I don't care.
Man,
like I'm just here to have a good time and just wild out. Like that's all it is. So like if you had something that you felt like, oh no, I'm gonna save this to the finals, like I would have just pulled it. Like
you got to make it there first.
Yeah, you gotta.
You got to get there. Like you got to get there.
There was a couple other things I might have could have did, but I mean, I don't know. Just thinking about the battle over and over again, really, unless he played a couple things differently, I still don't think it would change the outcome.
Right.
So, like, just like that situation now, like if it was reversed, if both the DBs was reversed, I think the battle would have went different. It's like if he said favorite blue shoe, he played the DB6 then and saved the DB8 for later, then it might have been a different story.
Yeah, like if you'd have switched it up, yeah, there's a possibility. But that's if you would have pulled out that Travis Scott 6 on the last question against that DB8, there's a possibility. There would have been a possibility it would have either been tied or you could have got a nice little jump on that one. But it's all how you play the game at the end of the day. It's all how you play the game, what you pull out, because like we said, you get a mental block when you get in this. You don't think about everything in your collection. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us got 50 plus shoes and more.
You're trying to beat that 90 seconds and get back. You know what I mean? Because you sitting there right when they ask a question, you be like, okay, I got 20 seconds to think of what I got real quick. And if you only thinking like 20 seconds, you know what I mean? You like, okay, I got this, and this. Let me go grab this. Yeah. And then after you done pulled your shoe, you be like, oh man, I could have got this. You know what I mean?
Make it worse if you ain't got no drop fronts. Man, if you ain't got no drop fronts, it's like, oh man, you got to look for it, all kind of stuff.
And exactly. And that's the thing. Like if you got drop fronts, it helps. But if you got drop fronts and boxes,
me too. Yep.
And then you get like there was one point. I don't know if anybody saw it. I have boxes over here. I was literally just slapping boxes down to try to get to the shoe I needed. Like, man, fuck all this. Like, and I had to mute the mic for a minute because I'm like, oh, this sounds so bad. Fuck it. But that's the thing. Exactly. You got 90 seconds and pray that the other stack don't fall on top of you while you're doing all that.
Yeah.
So you got 90 seconds to do all that, 90 seconds to get to wherever your sneaker room is or wherever it is, and then come back and pray that the other person don't pull out some shit that's going to be like that big joker.
Yeah.
So
yeah. If I could have did it over again, definitely, I wouldn't have played that Travis Scott 6. I should have followed my first mind and pulled out that Concord. And then at that point, it would have been two Concords going against each other. So then that would have sent it into a whole nother situation. Or at least if I didn't pull out the Concord, I should have pulled out another 11. So it was between the 11, the Concord, or the Breads that I just got early. So it was between one of those two that I was gonna pick. But I was like, man, he gonna pull out something big, and I'm gonna end up losing if I don't pull this Travis Scott 6. That's what I had in my mind.
Yeah, I can understand that.
What's what actually does happen if there's two of the same shoe?
If there's a tie?
Yeah, no, there's two of the same shoe. Like it's
considered a tie, and what ends up happening is I believe it goes to the host.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I believe they got to pull out a shoe and battle each other. Yeah.
So a lifeline, from what I remember, and y'all can correct me, has only been used one time this season, right?
I don't recall one being used.
It was all I remember is one time, and the lifeline was they asked E-Money, I believe, matter of fact, and E-Money had
one was used after IBA had won, and they let Jones Kicks use a lifeline, and I think he used E-Money, and I don't even think E-Money shoe beat IBA shoe.
I don't think it did either. If I remember right. Yeah.
That was just extra credit though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it didn't even count no way.
No,
that was one of those. That was one of those. Hypothetically speaking,
okay.
if it was tied and you thought you were going to win, what would happen if you picked the lifeline and it was like you still would have lost?
Because you got to use the lifeline before the shoes are shown.
I know that was another thing. Talking to AWOL, matter of fact, AWOL, he was also saying like, bruh, I didn't even know nothing about the lifeline. They didn't even tell me how to use the lifeline. Like, don't ever talk about the lifeline. I said, you know what? I said, to be honest with you, they don't never really talk about the lifeline. Like, you gotta be like really being, like watching every week, like really be into it to know about the lifeline.
Nobody never uses it, man.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
But the rules
they explained it at first.
Yeah.
They explained it when they first started it. But like you were saying, ain't nobody ever really used a lifeline. So they,
everybody just rocks out.
Yeah, they mention it at the beginning, but they don't really elaborate on it. They say, if such and such, use your lifeline, and they just go on from there.
They didn't mention it in that battle. So I was like, you know what? I will agree with you on that one because they didn't mention it at the beginning like they normally would or should of that battle. They didn't mention it. And I can't remember for sure. So don't quote me on this, but I don't even remember if they did it with y'all battle. Did they do it at the beginning of y'all battle? Did they mention it?
I don't remember whether they did or not.
I can't really remember.
I don't really remember either.
I don't remember if they said something about that also as well. So I mean, if y'all watching, which I know y'all be watching, maybe y'all need to bring that up a little bit more at the beginning. Not saying that like people didn't know in the past or whatever like that, but just so everybody knows what's up at the beginning of every battle and can't nobody be talking shit.
Yeah, they may have mentioned the lifeline, but I don't know if they've like really elaborated on it lately. They might say you can use your lifeline, but they don't say what the lifeline actually is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree.
I know this Saturday you're gonna see a lifeline. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Hey, I got one strategized in. Trust me, it's part of my plan. You're gonna see a lifeline.
I wish I had to use the lifeline in my battle.
I'm over here like Bella. I already told Cat I'm over here like Belichick, baby. I'm strategizing, baby.
Hey, Belichick is a cheater. You don't want to be like him, man. Belichick is a cheater, bro. He got caught again. He got caught again. Oh, here you go with the allegedly.
Soul Reaper done watch every past episode of Talking Kicks. Getting ready.
He said, I seen all your pickups.
Look, he done did all his homework, huh? He studied.
I didn't look at every.
He said in 2012. He's like in 2012 on your Instagram, you had an Air Force One Olympic and you erased it. I saw it.
Every episode of Talking Kicks, I've been looking at all your backgrounds. I remember when you changed that up back there. I watched
he's like, that pile was like this. You said you had a brown teddy bear. You didn't have the Elmo back there.
This weekend's gonna be epic. But okay, so to finish it off, it was so for OT the shoes was once again it was the
Travis Scott won DB6.
Scott won and DB6. So what we got on personal opinion here?
I got that DB6 taking it home.
Yeah. I got the DB6.
I got the DB6 as well.
I mean,
Hey, don't nobody even need to say nothing else. Then we did. Damn.
No, me, I feel like I'm kind of torn though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because at the end of the
I know,
day,
yeah,
I don't.
you like that one. You like that Travis
Yeah, I
Scott
like
one,
that
don't you?
one. I like that one.
Yeah, I
But
know
the
you
thing
like that
is,
one. Yeah,
but that DV6, I really don't care for. I really don't care for that DV6. But then I know what it is. But at the end of the day, it's like if I had to choose, if I didn't have a Travis Scott, which one would I really pick?
Yeah.
In my mind. So I feel like if I had to pick, if I didn't have neither, I probably would have went with the Travis Scott first. But since I got the Travis Scott, I feel like that's why I would go after the DV6. That's the only reason.
yeah. The Travis Scott one is nice, bro. You know, my son, he hit for a pair, man, and he loves them, bro. And I looked at I mean, it's pretty good quality on those TS1s. So it's definitely not a
That's just
bad
more.
shoe.
It's just more my speed. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm not knocking the DV6. The DV6 not ugly. It's just that, like I said, it's just not my preference really. So
yeah.
You know what's funny is that the DV6 is dope. I actually like the DB7 more than the 6, and I'm not even a 7 fan like that. So it's
I like that 7 too.
Yeah, I like the DB7. I know more people, even probably in the chat, gonna say they like the 6 more than the 7. But me personally, I like that 7 more than the 6, and I'm not even a 7 fan. I love 6s, you know what I'm saying? But something about that 7, that the leather quality, you know, the concept, everything. Yeah, I like that 7. That's dope.
Yeah, the gold hints on the 7. Yeah, I like that 7 too, bro. I like that 7 too.
Yeah, that jump man and everything. Yeah,
Hey.
that's crazy.
since we're talking about DBs, what y'all think about the 14s?
I need to see it in hand. I have to see it in hand.
I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, marketized purple.
Do y'all want to see them?
You might as well break them out.
Yeah, you might as well break them out.
I'm staring at 2 of them in the box right now, so I haven't opened them yet.
I was going.
You got 2 of them 901?
901, you should have got them same. You should have got them same day.
Since 901 got 2 of them, bust yours open. Pause.
It's too late for that. It is way too late for that. It was already bad enough when he said bust yours open. I was like,
at least he didn't say wide open, Caddy. At least he didn't say wide open. Bust it wide open.
Oh snap!
Oh man!
So I got a little
What
sticker on
size
this.
you got 901? What size did you get?
A 10 and a 10.5.
Oh, I debated on that shoe, man, but I didn't want to. I'll be honest with you. I wanted them Vitaltex today, so I didn't waste no attempts this weekend on trying to get those.
Duh, what is that?
what is that?
That marbleized. What is that? That shoe look like Avatar, bro.
Because I think it's supposed to be it's supposed to be like reptile skin or something like this. Something to do with his school.
Like a
I like the bottom.
joint?
That bottom is dope. The bottom is dope.
Bottom is bust.
The bottom is dope.
Let me see what's behind it.
It looks like a down south chameleon paint job. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it does have a candy paint look to it.
Flaking? Is it flaking?
Yeah, it's got the space.
See.
You got the
It's not a bad shoe. It's not a bad shoe.
I mean, looking at it like this in hand, I mean, to be honest, I wasn't gonna keep it, but bruh, I don't know. It's different in hand. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you making me want to open this box up early before I do this video.
Hey, I'm gonna do my video tonight, so I ain't tripping. It is what it is. So
you got one white shoelace and one purple?
Yeah.
Extra laces, or it just come just like that only?
I don't see no extra laces. Oh, here, hold on.
Yeah, it's supposed to come with 2 sets.
BX said it looked like a dragonfly body.
It's a purple and another purple and white.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm not even trolling. Like, this shoe is decent. Like, I'm not a 14 guy, and I don't think I need to have them. But I don't got no DBs, so I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
I seen Kev took a picture in them, but Kev make everything look good. Kev,
that's right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
Kev will take a
Buckeyes-
picture of some shacks jumping up in the air.
Yeah,
and it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Kev be out there in some damn Al Harringtons, some proteges, with the little heel up, like, bam, how you like that? And they be like, and they get 18,000 likes. They'd be like, yo, those are so fire, Kev. I gotta get those proteges, baby. Like,
y'all want to keep on? Y'all want to keep on talking about these releases?
Well, I was
got
about
these.
to say a quick question. So, if you had to rank that DB14 out of the 14 that has dropped so far, where would you put it?
Oh, this one, man, I would not even try to go after them quilteds. Please, them motherfuckers, bro.
No. I'm saying like the DBs, all the DBs that have released so far. Where would you put that 14?
I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not the person to ask that type of question to. I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna sit here and hold you.
It would be,
on all the DBs, I wouldn't put it in the top 5.
yeah, it'd be kind of low for me.
Yeah, because you talking about you got the DB4, you got the DB5, you got the DB6.
The DB5 is the DB5 is that's you right there. That's top 3.
That DB4.
Yeah, the DB. Some people got the DB3 up there. I think the DB3 is dope to me. The DBD, and then
Oh, that 8 is busting to me though, man. I love that 8. But
yeah, that 8 is pretty fire.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the 9.
I'm not a big fan of the 1, and I'm a 1 fan.
The more IBA looks at it, the more he's like, oh yeah, I'm digging this.
Yeah, and I'm mad because the thing is, I ain't gonna lie to you.
How you looking at this shoe.
I didn't have no intention of keeping this sneaker. I ain't gonna even lie, but now I'm looking at it. I'm like, bro, this shit kind of dope.
Yeah.
I feel like they're making a lot of the DBs now too personal. That's my only gripe on the DB line with all the family names and stuff like that. And it's just like I can't wear somebody else's shoe with like their family's names and stuff like that, and I don't even know nothing about it.
Yeah.
True.
But when you hear the stories about some of the stuff they went through, you know what I mean? It's you kind of have to look at it and see kind of like what they went through or what they're going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what each thing symbolizes. You know what I mean? Because honestly, like if you like they was saying, if it wasn't for their family, man, they might not have made it through.
Right.
Because some of them folks have been through some stuff. You know what I mean?
And I get it, but it's just like to me, like if like one of the DBs that came out, the was it Janikowski's is whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Where it had like mom, dad, Corey, Joey. It's like
the Janikowski's.
Yeah, the Janikowski's. I couldn't wear something. I could buy it, but I couldn't wear it. That's just
I understand.
I mean, the Janikowski Spirit is hard to wear, but I mean that's just me.
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't say all that now.
So what?
I have my honest opinion about them once I unbox them, but in my mind, I put them around about 7 or 8.
That's reasonable. Yeah, I'll put them in through 6 and 10, 6 to 10.
All right, Rep, since you like ones, what you feel about these Fearless Zooms?
Is that an all 3M shoe?
It's 3M.
It's all 3M.
He's like an idiot.
Yeah,
it's 3M. It's like a purple 3M though.
Oh,
don't pull that out. Don't pull that out.
Is that they just
they gonna crease right here.
Yeah,
that look like
a moon booty.
Yeah, that look like moon. Them was literally like Michael Jackson wore those in Moonwalker. Like that's.
Hey,
listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Flued out too.
Yeah, I wanted them that question, a 3M shoe.
Man,
is that the same shoe?
Nah, but if you would have pulled this out in a battle, you would have took an L.
Why it look totally different on Battle One screen?
You would have took an L if you pull these out.
Yeah, it's just the lighting.
Probably brighter.
Just the lighting.
It don't look don't look that bad on 901 screen. On
on 90. Okay, look on 901's camera. That's the way it looks to me right now when I'm looking at it. Mine look like the way 901s look, but though I guess the way the light hitting mine, it makes it gets it to 3M.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got that 3M look going on yours.
Yeah.
So to be honest, I mean I'm gonna do a review. I don't care anyway. But anyway, on this shoe right here, I don't feel like I have to have it. I don't need this.
That's Avatar.
So I don't. And the thing is, I don't even really think I could pull this off. And this is a shoe I wouldn't even wear often, so I don't need it. I'm good, but the bottom is hidden though. But at the end of the day, when I get dirty, you ain't gonna see that no more.
Yeah, that's the one thing
Is
with
it red?
transparent bottoms. Once they get dirty,
yeah,
I mean, the
it takes
biggest
away
thing
some. They take away for some shoes.
I mean, the biggest selling point about this shoe is just that full length zoom air unit. I mean, it's a whole different ball game as far as comfort goes.
You really think so?
Yeah, I mean, I tried it on and put it on like it's night and day. There's not enough Jordan 1 is more comfortable.
Wow, and you ain't never lying though. I'll just put my hand in here. You can feel the difference.
Yeah,
That's got a different air. That's got zoom. That's got zoom air in it.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel
it.
it.
Like in the heel, it's throughout the whole thing. It's a big air bubble. You can feel it on the inside of the shoe.
That's how those 34s are. That's how those 34s are. Those 34s, they got a thicker bubble in it. I don't know if y'all got them 34s, man, but don't sleep on them 34s, man. Them 34s is a nice shoe to have.
It should though, because 34s obviously is a more performance shoe. It should.
So you see, you pull this out,
and
then I'm gonna show y'all something. You probably can't see it, but
oh no, yeah. Well, I can see it. Yeah, you can see the unit. Yeah.
All of this down here is some type of a cushion, like the whole thing, all the way to the front.
I go pull out a regular Jordan 1, boy.
Now I want to put my foot in it, but it's going back to the stove. But I'm putting my foot in it just so I can know how I feel, though. Pause.
Oh,
pause.
A little too late for that. Little too late for that. That's two. You done put your foot in it, you done busted wide open. What's going on here, guys? What is going on here?
I'm putting my foot in it, man.
Like, yo, busted wide open.
You're right. When this video finishes, make sure you mark it not for kids, man.
You gotta put a parental advisory sticker on this one.
IPA gonna get me demonetized.
You about to lose $12 on this one. That's a definite. Bust it open there. Like what?
Jordan, what you in there watching?
Like I done heard fluid out. I done heard got the draws. Bust it open. Put your foot in it. What the fuck is going?
They're like, "Mama, it's a shoe, mama."
Turn that shit off and go to bed. You ain't watching no damn shoe. And they're watching porn. And they're watching BET Uncut. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Hey, dog, you think somebody's stupid?
All you gotta say now is what that thing smell like.
Yeah, so
IPA, does that shoe look like it would crease up when you start wearing it?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm just trying to see because back in the day, like I had the green bean 5s, and I mean, as soon as you put your foot in that green bean 5, it creased up. You didn't even have to step.
Yeah.
You didn't have to take a step in it. It creased up.
I feel like this shoe you will need a shield or something if you don't want it to crease up.
That's a fact.
I was just trying to see if maybe they did something different with the 3M to make it more user friendly, more wearer friendly.
No. They don't give a about
any 3M is gonna crease up. You can't. Them not all day shoes. Them it's like shoes you gotta wear when you're gonna sit down and not do too much walking.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Because I was looking at them Bo Jackson 3Ms, the Trainer 91s.
Mm-hmm.
I found a pair of those, but I'm scared to get them, man, because that's an all 3M shoe.
Right.
And I already know what's going to happen.
Them 3.5s, I ain't wore them because I feel like it's up like a mug.
Yeah.
Hey, so I mean, we basically done with the with the battle, man. 901.
Is there?
Got to give him credit. He put up a great battle.
Yeah, I was gonna say he showed put up a fight.
No,
He put up a fight.
He definitely put up a fight, and I have to say this, and he didn't complain. That's all I say.
Look kind of like Petty.
That's all I'm saying. Since I'm a hater, you know.
Pew 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 pew.
That's around with Caddy, man. I'm gonna have to download some sound effects, man.
Y'all gonna make that man pick up his laptop and break it right now. Keep playing with that man.
Hey, you know what they doing the Joe Budden podcast?
You a hater, bro.
You doing the Joe Budden podcast, man? He always be hitting the sound effects. I'm gonna have to download some sound effects for Caddy, man.
Hop might go straight to the finals, man. AWOL man mess around to be a no call, no show.
It ain't. Trust me, it ain't.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I think this Final Four gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Me personally, I said this earlier on my IG live or whatever. I honestly think it's gonna be Hop, and it's gonna be Caddy, man.
I wouldn't listen. I don't sleep on Reaper. I'm just letting you know that right now.
No. I'm saying that
I don't sleep on nobody, bro.
Damn, Reaper, you ain't gonna say nothing. You gonna let him do you like that?
I ain't gotta say nothing. He just said it.
No, you gotta say something, bro.
Listen, I don't sleep on nobody.
Listen like this, man. To me, I'm taking a different approach to everybody else, man. Like, to me, my heat is different. Like, I got a different idea. Like, to me, heat is nostalgia.
You finna come with the Dwayne Johnson, The Rock intro? That's what you doing?
Stupid.
I'm gonna come different though. You gonna see. I'm gonna come different.
All right.
See, and how I'm looking at mine. See, Caddy to make AWOL mad, and he's either gonna come out swinging.
Don't blame that shit on me.
He gonna take it out on me, man. I think he's gonna try to take it out on me. So I definitely ain't taking AWOL light, bro.
Listen, don't blame that on me, man. I gave my opinion. Next thing I know, I woke up to a video, tagged me in it. I was like, damn, he feeling a certain kind of way. I was like, I gave my opinion. Listen, we don't speak. I ain't got no beef with you. The next thing I know, you a hater, bro. You a hater. You a hater, and you got people making you a yes man for you. I'm like, shit, like, bro. All I said was, in my eyes, in my opinion, this was this. Nothing against you, but
Caddy said, moi. I'm
not even gonna front. When I first see the video, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
for real? Like, are you serious?
And I mean, my man was locked in on the camera. He looked straight into his phone and was like, "You a hater, bro." And I was like, "Shit."
Oh man!
But listen. If that means he gonna come with it, the Final Four, like that's what we want. We want everybody to have a good time and pull out the fire. Have a good time with it. If you lose, you lose. It is what it is. Like if I lose, I lose.
Yeah,
that is what it is. But I don't think Reaper. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be easy." No, I don't think it's easy on anybody who's in this. I think you came in this well, except for like people with bad Wi-Fi. That's totally different. You know, if you got bad Wi-Fi, your ass is out for the beginning. Like, but if your Wi-Fi up to par, I don't sleep on nobody who said, "Yo, I'm in," because you don't know what they can pull out. Like you said, you pull out some nostalgic joint, and it hit the chat a certain way. They're gonna be like, "Yo, remember when? Oh yeah, I gotta pick those." And you be sitting there looking stupid, like, "What?"
That's what it's about. Like, winning the chat.
Yeah, because at the end of the day.
I'm gonna tell Reaper, don't be so nostalgic to the point where you pull out something that go over some of these people's head now. Be careful.
Yeah, for real.
It ain't gonna be that.
That could go either way. That could go either way. You could pull out something too hype or something too nostalgic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
If you can pull out the too hype, because that, you know, it could go either way. You could go either way.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's certain things you pull out and people be like, "What is that?"
Right.
And you be like, "You guys don't know what this is." They sitting there like, "Okay, let me just put this down. All right, so I'm down now. All right." So, like like me personally, I just knew those Dunkman 7s was gonna beat that Air Force One, and then when everybody's like, that Air Force One, I was like, "Oh, let me just."
and then on top of that,
I'll go now.
You got the panel like, yeah, that was cool. I was like, damn, like for real.
Yeah, because it was like, yeah, those are all right, but that Air Force One, I was like, oh.
And then like half the chat, somebody in the chat said it too. They were like, "Oh, y'all like Air Force Ones now?"
Right.
But I'm just saying, the chat, it can be different sometimes. You can come out with some heat and the chat be with it, and then you come out with some other heat and the chat be like, no. Like, it's just
you never know.
You got some people in the chat that's there for a certain person too.
Yeah. That's facts. Because you listen, I've seen people in the chat vote for a shoe that had no business winning at all, where everybody else has voted for this one shoe, and then it'd be like you could be like, oh yeah, here we go. We got the Chuck Taylors versus like the DB6s, and everybody be like 6666666, and then you see that one person, Travis Scott won. I mean, Chuck Taylors. They'd be like Chuck Taylors, and you'd be like, "What? I just like the Chuck Taylors better." You lying motherfucker.
But then, on that same note, we done been in battles where you might have came in there to support one person, but bruh,
and they totally switched that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, like, hey,
I've done that.
You know what I'm saying? So
the battle with E-Money stuff, like who has the heat? You very much will be like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna come through support you, bro. And you'll be watching it, and you'll be like, man, he's smoking you, bro. What's going on? You be like, bro, just support me. Support me.
Hey, he texting you on the phone. He's like, who texting me? Like, bro, pull something different.
I've seen people in the chat, you know, and people battling, and I know they're there for a specific person, and that person pull out some heat, the other person pull out some heat, and they vote be like this last battle, somebody was in the chat for 901. I don't know who it was. It was a lady or something, and she put in the wrong damn vote. She was like she's like 6, and I was like, I don't think she meant to do that. And then she's like, oh, sorry, I need to change my vote. I was like, nah, son. That 6 locked you in. That 6 got you. You just don't. The 6 and the 1 are not the same on the keyboard. They're nowhere near each other. So
it's hard to be loyal. It's hard to be loyal in these battles, man. To be honest,
yeah. Shit, there's certain times like the first question when we did me and IBA. Shit, I was ready to be like 1. Like, I'm voting for IBA. Fuck this.
That's how I be, man.
So,
that's how I be dealing with these battles, man. It's
man.
It's most definitely been an eventful season.
You see what Queen talking about in the chat?
Listen, Queen, you don't want this smoke with these Air Force Ones? I got that too. I'm from New York. It's a staple. We gotta have that. That's a requirement.
You gotta say B at the end, Caddy, when you talk about Air Force Ones. You gotta say B. You don't want that smoke B.
It's a Harlem thing.
Nah, son.
She said these hoes ain't loyal. How dare you? I need Q on the next season. I need Q on the next season.
That's one thing that would be dope, man. Is to have more females participate.
Exactly. Get Q on next season so I can pull some Air Force Ones and get flued out. Damn it.
Hey, IBA still looking at that 14. Look, he want to put it on. I'll put it on, bro.
Now I just noticed that the inside of this one is a different color. It's purple with this one. So
my man over there sneaking like he was sneaking chips. He's like,
I heard the paper rattling. I heard the paper rattling. I looked at him. He looking down on it.
Look, he's still looking in the box. Like, yes.
Hell yeah.
He got 901 ready to open his up. Try him on.
901, like, hurry up and finish this show so I can open this box, man. He like, yo, rep, let's do this outro so I can open this box, bro.
I'm gonna do the video and then I'm opening them.
Hey, one other question on the side note I did want to ask y'all about before we head out is man, the whole thing about with the how do y'all feel about the whole freaking Urban Necessity thing, man? Like, what's y'all honest opinion? How y'all feel about it or whatever like that? Like, do y'all
want
feel,
my honest?
Yeah,
my
like-
honest opinion.
yeah, like,
I'm gonna give you my honest opinion too.
110.
yeah,
A lot of these stores are selling fakes, man. A lot of these stores got fakes in them because you know why? You got people working at these stores that don't know shoes that well, or you're not gonna be able to tell.
yeah.
Unless you got somebody who is from the actual factories who can look at it, and even if they look at it, they not gonna tell you.
Yeah,
And you think the people in the store is gonna tell you? You think StockX gonna tell you, hey, bro, you know, we don't really know if this is fake, so we gonna refund you your money back. I'm pretty sure StockX done sent some fakes out and just been like, did you check that shoe? Or think about it. If you got a guy who's at work and he having a rough day, and he just trying to get through the day, like, verified.
yeah.
Verified. It's gonna happen. It is gonna happen.
See, this is a whole nother can of worms you about to open up, Rep. Because this is this right here. Okay, you got different opinions on what's real and what's fake. Okay, say this is what I've been thinking about lately, and somebody kind of brought this to my attention. Okay, say all of us are running a factory, right? We running a factory, we making these shoes, right? And Nike tells us we need 20,000 DB14s, but we make 30,000, but we only give Nike 20,000. Even though it's not going through Nike, do you consider that still a legit shoe? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not. What makes it legit is Nike's stamp. That's
But
how some people looks at it.
I understand that, but it's still being made with the same materials. It's made in the same factory that people are shipping those shoes to Nike. But you got 10,000 extra pairs that ain't going through Nike. Is that considered a fake shoe? Is it unauthorized? You know, this is a touchy subject. That's why I say he finna open up a whole nother can of worms. This right here is a touchy subject.
So hot.
Hey, listen, I gotta sign off, fellas. I got something to take care of.
All right, bet.
All right, Caddy.
All right,
All right, bro.
All right,
I'll holler at you later on. All right.
All right, Hop. So let's say you getting some shirts made over in China, and they coming through you. You see all the shirts, you're like, that's good, that's good, that's good. So when they start going behind your back, do you count those as real, even though you ain't saying those are good and they your shirts?
Well, see, that goes to the thing about unauthorized. It still might be a real. It's with the same materials. It's a legit shoe because it's made in the same factory. But is it unauthorized because I didn't authorize it? But is it still considered, a real pair?
But see,
If
some
you the-
people
if you the
consider
owner-
unauthorized fake. Like even like you can call it what you want to call it, but most people say if it didn't go through those hands, it's fake, no matter what
Right.
you want to call it.
See, I know what you're saying, but I think that's how these fakes are getting so good because that's what they're doing. They're making extra pairs and they're selling them, and that's why these fakes are getting so good. You know what I mean? It's not like where somebody is working in a factory and they just taking the mold and they making the mold in a different factory. I feel like they making the same shoes that they're selling as unauthorized or fakes in the same factory, and that's why they're so good. That's why they're passing, even though they aren't legit.
Right.
So it's trust me, I don't condone none of that stuff. it's hard to say if some of these people that we are looking up to, or not really looking up to, but all these big YouTubers or big collectors, who's to say that they might not have something that might not be legit in their collection?
I'm not even gonna get on that because I got facts on that, but I'm not even gonna get on that. But
I
I don't
thought
want
the
that
same
YouTube
thing.
beef.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm not buying anything early. I'm not buying anything without a box. I'm not buying, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? If I'm not sure that it's 100% legit, I'm not fooling with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The only way to make sure you got 100% authentic shoes is to practice resale abstinence.
That part.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I don't pick it up from a major authorized, store,
right,
I'm good. I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and the thing is,
even when I purchase at StockX or Go or SneakerCon, like in the back of my head, I still have the idea, even if they say it's real or it's been checked by SneakerCon, in the back of my head, I still say it may be fake. Like I'm just prepared for it.
So the thing is, if you want to shoot that bad and you go through StockX to get it, at that point, I feel like if I'm paying something that's close to retail, then it's something I'm willing to gamble. But for these shoes that be on there for like $600, $700, $800, no, I refuse. I'm not doing that.
That's facts.
Yeah, that's just like that Travis Scott one. That was probably what the 1 and the 6 was probably the most reproduced or fake shoe that's been out ever. Probably, I would never buy that shoe off StockX or Go. You know what I mean?
Never.
I would have to get that from somebody that I know hit on the sneakers app or got it from a retail store with the receipt. Yes, yeah. My son hit on the sneakers app for the Travis Scott 6s, and he didn't really care for them, so I got them from him. That's how I got my 6s. You know what I mean? So, it's you got to go through so many steps, man. And me personally, I'm not gonna speak on the video or anything like that.
Yeah.
But as far as like, fakes are becoming like so close to the real thing that it's scary.
Yeah.
And it's getting compared to I've been in the shoe game for a minute, and I'll be honest with you, when they first started doing these fakes, I'll be honest with you, the white and fire red 4, I ordered that from Cross the Water. Didn't know it though, but when I got it in, it smelled totally different. I ordered 11 and it fit like a 9.5.
Yeah.
So I got rid of that shoe. As you know, I never wore that shoe out. I got rid of it. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure everybody has got or pretty close to got. You know, that was before they really started, getting real technical and real good with these fakes. So it's hard to tell, man. And it's like you say, who's qualified to be an authenticator?
Right.
Who's qualified?
I heard that StockX associates touch up to 400 to 500 pairs a day.
Yeah.
It's like, you telling me they checking all 400 of those pairs the same way every time? No.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I go to certain events, I'm not gonna say any name, I'm just gonna say events. I watch, the legit check process. And when I watch them, I'll be like, to be honest, I feel like that's not enough.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's not enough.
And
so
that's like my thing, like, I peeped the video or whatever like that. And I feel like for me personally, and I'll speak on for me personally, I feel like Urban, I'm not saying 2Js, I feel like Urban Necessities as a policy, time is money. So if somebody comes in there and you talking about, you need a legit check, bro, you got to pay me.
Yeah,
you got to pay me. You got to pay me, bro. Like, it shouldn't be a free service. I don't know if it's a free service or whatever like that, whatever. But because if you're not coming in to we're not trying to get money together. And I'm thinking in a business aspect here. If we're not trying to get money together, where you're going to co-sign, or you're not trying to sell to me, but you trying to come in to try to legit check, so we tell you if you good or not, and then you go make a profit, and then we get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in the mentality of what transpired that day or whatever like that, I feel like it should be a policy. maybe not right now after what then transpired. But I feel like they need to implement time is money. You need to pay us to do a legit check. If it's not going to be a consignment situation, or if it's not going to be you trying to settle a situation, because you can't tell me he come in there with the shoes and then the homie, whoever that is, that did the legit check or whatever like that, he like boom, boom, yeah, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and then yeah, these is real, yeah, these is real, these is fake, and then these is real or whatever like that. And you don't go get no pairs out the back, you know what I'm saying, to compare. You can't tell me you ain't got pairs in the back that you can compare. You know what I'm saying? Bring those out, and then you can't tell me that you don't do no second and third opinion before you say if these is good or not or whatever like that. So I feel like what you were saying, Hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, or you know what I'm saying, like what you saying, Soul Reaper, like, yo, like it could have been a bad day. And he was just like, yeah, these is cool, whatever. Or it could have been like, yo, he trying to get, you know what I'm saying, just a legit check and it ain't no business going down or whatever like that. Yeah, this is good, bro. You good.
That's the first thing he asked. Like, you just trying to get him legit check. You know what I mean? He wasn't. They wasn't trying to, But I feel like that them offering that free legit check is like a marketing strategy. If we get them in there and they legit check his shoes, there's a possibility they might consign with them. You know what I mean? Hey, we gonna get this free service, so it's a possibility they might do some business with them. That's how I was looking at the thing. But in some way, I do kind of agree with you though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay me something. Give me $5 or $10 to legit check this shoe.
Because even if you think about it like this, Hop, even if you go to SneakerCon, right, and they do the legit checks at SneakerCon, I don't know necessarily if you pay for it, but even if it's a free service at SneakerCon, right, you paid to get in. You paid to get in. You paid to get in, and it's not cheap to go to SneakerCon.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Time is money. You paid to get in. So yeah, you can get a pair. You can get, you know what I'm saying? You can get a pair legit check. We got you because you paid to get in.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to that, it's like buy at your own risk, period.
Right.
I don't believe in legit checking. Like, it is what it is. Like, you have to be your own legit checker.
Yeah.
So
you got to be knowledgeable.
You got human error.
You got to be knowledgeable about these sneakers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go into a person, you know what I'm saying, to ask them for their opinion and you think it's a professional opinion or whatever like that, like that should also be your spider senses should be going off in his own stuff right there. Like, oh man, I need to go get these legit check. Because you're not knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? You need to ask somebody else. Well, how do you feel about these? That's just like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Be confident within your own self. If you consistently asking, like, you finna go out to the club and you ask, yo, man, yo, this outfit look good, bro. Yo, do I look straight, bro? You know what I'm saying? You asking your homies, like, dang, you ain't confident within your own self. If you look good, you gotta ask your homie if you look good. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, these pants look straight, bro. Am I good?
Hold on. We got King Tweezy in the chat talking about that's why I got a black light. I think you need more than a black light. If it was really as simple as that, we wouldn't have any problems.
That's a fact.
I'm just saying.
The black light is just something new. To be honest with you, that's just something new.
Well, actually, Jordan did that with the 21s, because on the white pair there was a hidden message on the shoe that you can only see with a black light, and that was supposedly the way that they was doing, being able to tell between the real and the fakes. And Air Force One if white Air Force Ones, they started doing that too, because they put a little like a AF1 down at the bottom that you had to see with a black light, because they was bootlegging Air Force Ones like crazy back in the day too. But it's like they said, like you kind of got to be careful with some of these major retailers now, because it'll be people that'll go buy a real shoe, and then if you ain't getting it on release date, it's kind of you kind of got to be nervous about that too. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, a real hot shoe is gonna sell out the first day. But it might be some people that might try to they'll pull the 54 fake on them and bring the shoe back, and then they gotta you know, they got an unauthorized or a fake pair in there, and the people at Foot Locker can't really tell sometimes because that's how good they done got, and they done put that shoe out on the shelf. And somebody like, oh, y'all got these back in? Oh, it was a return, and then that person may have got. So you just gotta, man, you just gotta be careful, man. I used to work in retail, man, so I remember somebody tried to do that with me. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't take them back because I was like, these ain't legit, man. You know what I mean? But they tried to do it with like an Air Max though. It was an Air Max, but that was a while ago, long time ago. But
yeah, I mean that's just my personal opinion. Y'all, I mean, y'all can say how y'all feel or whatever. I just feel like for what, not 2J's, but Urban Necessities, you know, as a, you know, as a brand, as a company, as a policy, time is money, bruh. Man, somebody come in talking about, yo, I just want a legit check. Nigga, you got to pay me. You got to pay me, bruh.
Hey, tell King Tweezy this. Tell King Tweezy, well, he can see it. This is all you need right here. If you want a black light, this came from Walmart for $10. That's it.
I got a black light too. That's
yeah.
You can uncover a lot of different stuff. I mean, I know like the China manufacturers, some of them, they do be having like hidden markings and stuff when they be tooling on the shoes and stuff. So sometimes, and the same thing with the boxes. So yeah, having a black light is definitely, you can see some big difference. Especially
I've been seeing that on Instagram lately. People been showing that.
So yeah. But I mean, I feel the same way. Like honestly, like what Hop said, I think that's what it really is most of the time. Now I think there is some factories that will duplicate the shoe, but I think the majority of them, they're coming from the same factory that does make the actual shoes that's requested from Nike. And I think that's why some of them are so close, or possibly some of these shoes that are sold as fakes are either B grades, ones that they deemed not, you know, approved from Nike or whatever. And they said, okay, well, we made the shoe. We're not just going to throw it away. We're going to make some money off of it. And so they'll sell it. That's why, like, sometimes on the fakes, you see these little imperfections and stuff like that. But it still be, you know, the real shoe. So there's that. I mean, I think a lot of times it just, if you don't have the shoe right next to it, as far as legit checking it and stuff, it's really hard to do. And I think one of the biggest things that most of the fakes that I've seen is the box issue. Because I've recently learned that, like, I had it in my mind, when they make the shoes, they put them in the boxes, and they ship them like that from China to here. But in actuality, they only ship the shoes from China to here. And then at the hub, they actually have the packaging, and they actually box each individual shoe up in the packages, and send it out like that. So I think it's one reason why they be having a hard time like replicating the boxes, because they don't really usually have the real boxes there when they manufacture shoes.
So let me say this. As far as that whole situation with that store, I don't want to say their name, that's just me. But do you think, as far as that man going in there and doing what he did, can he be sued? Because at the end of the day, I feel like it's defamation of character. And that man has a whole business. And you know what I'm saying?
It's a strong possibility. I mean, because if it's what they said was true, was you're not even allowed to record in that mall at all.
That part. And it's not even whether if it's true or not, just by you doing that, just by you doing what you was doing and you putting it, you know what I'm saying, on a public platform and you know what I'm saying, just throwing they name down in the trash. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's a valid point. That's a valid point. But I've seen people do videos in his store before, so I don't know necessarily.
Yeah, but not to this level. You gotta understand.
Yeah, that's true.
The people that was in that video being recorded, did they give that man permission to be for them to use they you know what I mean? It's no different than YouTube. It's no different than YouTube.
He had on spy glasses, the keyword
that part.
Spy.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Keyword spy. Yeah.
So I looked at that like, bruh, if that, you understand, 2J's could hold his own. Well, like I said, I didn't want to say no name, but anyway, this man could hold his
That's not
ground
his
as
real
far.
name. That's not his real name. But yeah,
I
go ahead.
bet, but still, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to, you know, but yeah, but that man, he could hold his own if it comes to going to court. Now, can you? And was it worth it for you to go through all of this to be put in this position? You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's like the dramas went too far to the point where you're gonna get yourself in trouble, bro. And is it worth it for what? Some views and likes? You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion about it.
Yeah.
It turned ugly.
Cause you lucky I ain't that man. Cause I would have went to the fullest extent to make sure you got taken care of. I'm just saying.
I mean that is very much a valid point. I mean, I know from the little bit I've seen, I don't know much about dude or whatever, but I mean from the little bit that I have heard or whatever, I've heard that he doesn't like resellers. So I don't know necessarily if that's the reason why he did it or whatever, but and then you know, I mean,
Bruh.
our JC, you know, like I mean, 2J's, whatever, you know, he's very much, you know, one of the biggest resellers, you know, that has turned his business into a multi-million-dollar situation, you know, whatever. So, you
At the end
know,
of the day, the man that did this, look at his name. You already, it's the truth is in his name already. What it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. And I mean, I don't know. I just feel like you went too far, bro. Just for, I don't know, attention, I guess, if you want to say. Other than that, what are you going to really benefit from that? Nothing.
Q said suing him would just make it even worse, though. How would it make it worse?
Yeah, explain that. Who said that?
Q said that.
Q, hop in, Q. Shoot. Q doing a lot of talking to the chat. Hop on. You got the link.
She said she on the Stairmaster. She on the Stairmaster. She getting her workout on. What she said earlier. It might be still now, but I just look at. I just think like it's just amazing how far people will go to try to bring people down. That's what I look at, and I'm just like, you know, I know people say that they trying to do something for the culture of this, that, and the other.
I hate when they say that. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Check this out, though. Check this out, though. But it seemed like, from what I've seen, he's trying to promote fakes himself. That's what it seemed like to me. And it's like,
I peeped that too.
It's like you want us to stop buying real shoes and buy fakes. It's like he contradicted he contradicted himself on a lot of stuff. Is what I felt like and what I saw. And when people do that, I just can't take them serious, man. I just can't take them serious.
I ain't even look at it that way, but you're right. Yeah.
You know, yeah, a lot of the stuff that he said, he just kind of like contradicted himself because he said he hated resellers, but yet you sold a Travis Scott, you resold a Travis Scott 6.
And then he said to justify that, though, he did say, well, you know what I'm saying, if it's one pair, then, you know, that's one thing. But people that sell like multiple pairs or whatever like that, then,
if that's the case, how come he didn't throw a oop to somebody that needed that same size that he got for retail?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Highlight what Queen just said just now in the chat. All right. So with that being said, you saying that, you know what I'm saying, you got to look at the bigger picture. But at the end of the day, I feel like sometimes you got to make an example out of somebody because next thing you know, it's going to be somebody else that's going to try to come for you. You ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? So the way I look at it is, no, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. If I was him, bruh, play with me if you want to. At the end of the day, I'm gonna take it to the fullest extent. That's just me personally. I'm not gonna let nobody play with my business. That's my livelihood. And you understand, my livelihood, I take care of a lot of people. So you know what I'm saying? You're not just affecting me, you affecting my whole get down. And I can't have that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing we was in the street with some street mentality stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't let nobody come and slap the food out of your mouth, in your family mouth. You feel me? Over nothing. Over you want to be doing you on the social platform. What are you benefiting from? Nothing. So just because you want to, you know, you want some attention, you want to go to this extent to try to bring me down, bro. I ain't having that. So me, yes, I'm gonna take it to the full extent, and let the next one come and try it again. I feel like you got to make an example. Period.
I saw Tweezy's comment where he said to show that face can get through, nothing personal, but that's a decision. You know, I'm not trying to justify anything, but people are human; they make mistakes. But for that reason, right there, I know some fakes probably get through, but that's the reason why I don't buy from consignment shops. You know what I mean? Me personally, I won't buy from no consignment shop because for one, they charge you, you know, out the anus for the pair, and then you still got to take that risk on if it's legit or not.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I stay away from that. So, you know, what he did, I guess, is for the culture or whatnot. It didn't affect me one way or another because I ain't never bought from 2Js and probably won't. Oh, I mean, well, I ain't never bought from him and probably won't ever buy from him. So it didn't affect me one way or another. You know what I mean? So is he trying to make a name for himself off of that? It's possible. It's likely. So that's just a chance you take.
Cloud
you know
chasing.
what I mean?
There's a whole lot of cloud chasing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I feel like he probably did go too far. He probably did go too far. You know what I mean? To make a name for himself. But like you say, Rep, a lot of people use that for the culture term to start some stuff. I'm doing it for the culture. I'm doing it for this. I'm doing it for that. No, you're doing it for yourself, bro.
Facts.
You're doing this for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how you have to look at it.
I mean, because really the culture already know. Like if you really in the culture, you already know that fake
you know
and get past. Like you didn't need
right.
you didn't need to do that. We already know.
Right. So
there's very much a lot
he
of
said he wasn't aiming at you, Wayne.
Yeah, it's a lot of opinions in the chat now. Y'all ain't have these opinions when we were doing the battle, though.
Hey, Queen, but look, you probably going off of that vid still, but there was some stuff that was uncovered on that film that it was some editing issues where some stuff was switched around. So I don't know if you're aware of that, but everything in that video was not facts. Everything in there was opinion, and that it was edited to the point to make it look a certain kind of way, and even admitted it. So that video has a lot of holes in it that don't make no sense. And he even admitted it. So that video is neither here or there. So only people that's gonna believe that is that people that don't know no better. But people like us, we know better, and you know what I'm saying? That video didn't do nothing, to be honest. But the people that just like drama is gonna make it seem like, oh my God, and make it more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? And this is solely based on that video. If this is what, you know what I'm saying? Were you in the editing room? No, but I mean, everybody's talking about it. So, I mean, if you're going to keep your ear to the street, keep your ear to the street now. Just don't pick and choose what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
You was in there with the black light. You was in there.
You know what I mean? Hey, to be honest, me personally, I don't care. This is the first time I'm actually speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, I really don't care. Like, you know, it don't have nothing to do with me, so I could care less, to be honest.
That's what I said. That's what
I said that thing. Like I brought the question up because you're like, you know what I'm saying? I've been talking about it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, for the past couple of days or whatever, but as a disclaimer, at the end of the day, like I really don't give two, y'all know what I'm saying, like at all. Like I don't.
And that's why I said I ain't never bought from him. I probably won't never buy from him. So it's not affecting me one way or the other. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, I really do not care, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I did say though, like, man, you come in my joint, you got to pay me, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like if you want, you know how like with the internet, they'll be, oh, you can get this trial run for 7 days and you get to use our stuff for free. But after that 7 days, yo, you got to pay that monthly subscription. It's the same joint, bro. Like, yo, like do you want the free legit check? Or do you want this real? Do you want this real deal, full detailed?
Yeah,
legit.
It's levels. It's levels to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you do your taxes online, you can do the regular one, or you can do the you can pay extra that where you're protected if the IRS wants to check your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact. You want that full detailed description, legit check. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay me, Jack. You know what I'm saying? If you want that free one, yeah, you good.
Yeah.
What you gonna say? and what's funny about that video? What's funny about that video? What's funny about that video is he was like, you know what I'm saying? He pulled out the laptop and was like, yeah, you see these pictures right here? So in my mind, when I saw that, I was like, he basically telling you indirectly, like, nigga, you could have did this yourself. You see these pictures right here? Yeah, this look like this, and it's like, you know, like that's how I was thinking when I was watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
bro, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I hate it. Like, I'm in a couple of shoe groups on Facebook, and there'll be some people that's legit, or it might be somebody might shoot me some pictures in the DM, like, can you check these? No, bro. I'm not a legit checker, bro. I can't do that.
Hey, facts.
I get the DMs. I get the same DMs like that too. It's like just because somebody or you think they got a name for themselves, or you think like that's not, you know what I'm saying? You just don't be hitting up anybody like, yeah, you know, can you legit check these?
Facts.
I just got a message like that, and I just said, "It look good to me from the pictures."
Fact, they'll say you like 10 pictures talking about legit check, and then it'd be like 20 people that'll give their own opinion about the shoe.
Hey, and out of all them pictures they send, it ain't no box, it ain't no receipt or nothing. They just sending you pictures. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
different angles, different names. They ain't even showing the tag on the inside. And even when if they do send the tag, I'll be like, man, I don't know, bro. I couldn't tell you, bro. All I know is what I got is straight. You know what I'm saying? So, but one thing I do tell them, I said, if the price is too good to be true, it probably is. So if they trying to give you these Travis Scott ones for $250, run.
You know what I mean? Like, nah.
He said he just needs some help, man. He trying to pay his bills.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny when you get it back to him, be like, nah, I'm a pass. They be like, what?
Hey, need these gone today, ASAP.
So he said that's why you need to be knowledgeable yourself and have your tools that you need. That's a fact. That's a real fact. We got Jules in the building. What up, Jules? King Tweezy Facts.
Man, I'm gonna make an IBA kit. You know what I'm saying?
Sneaker with the folks that, do you trust Scoop, middleman, or legit check service? I don't trust nobody, brother.
Nobody.
I don't trust nobody that, bro. I stay in my lane, man.
Soul Game Proper said, what should a legit check cost? That's a good question too. I mean,
I'm gonna have to follow up after this, John. I gotta catch this phone call.
For sure.
All right, 901.
All right, bro.
You have a good one.
All right, 901.
All
right. All right.
That's a good question about, you know what I'm saying, what a legit check.
How much should a legit check cost?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you because I don't know, man. I'm not a legit checker, so I don't know.
What do you think it's worth?
Yeah.
I say $5.
$5, I think that's too cheap, bro.
I was gonna say around 10. You know what I mean? At least 10 for.
How's that? But IBA, like, there's some people that make $10 an hour. So you telling me you gonna get somebody $10 to check a shoe that may take like maybe a minute?
That $10 might save you a couple hundred.
That's true.
It's a good comeback. I can't even argue about that.
Hey, you know this might be a crazy comparison, but look at your barber. What's your barber charge? 20, 25? How long it take to cut your hair?
I'm bald.
How long it take?
15, 30.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean? If you got a good quality barber, you know what I mean, you paying for that good service. So if you got a good quality legit checker, you know, you gonna pay for the service. But once again, what qualifies you to be a legit checker?
That part.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a barber is a licensed skilled trade.
Right.
Legit checker can be a dude that's just been around sneakers his whole life, and now this is what he do.
I feel like for me personally, if you go and get a legit check, and we talking about cost or whatever, it should be like this person is I ain't gonna say a professional, but I mean, like they really know like Jordan 1s, like, or they know Jordan 4s, or they know like, just don't be like, yeah, bro, I know you into them Yeezys, but can you legit check these New Balances for me? Like, they don't know nothing about no New Balance. Have you ever seen them even with a New Balance? And you talking about,
Right.
can you legit check these?
Right.
Come on, bro.
I can't say I've ever seen where New Balance has been faked or bootleg.
I mean, I'm just saying as an example or whatever like that. Like if you hitting up a person and you want to ask them for a legit check, but you don't know them to be knowledgeable of that shoe like that type of silhouette like that. Why are you, like, why would you even hit them up?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. At the end of the day, like, I feel like when it came to that video, watching or whatever like that, and it's all about editing. He could have edited it that way. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, I don't care. But just from on the outside looking in, like Urban Necessities, when it came down to it, they didn't do pairs out the back. They didn't do second, third opinion. And it very much was just like, it felt like it was one of those, oh, you want the free service, so you're gonna get you're gonna get the dumbed down free service where it's just like, okay, on this Google page right here, it shows that this is what it looks like and this is what that looks like or whatever. So everything that I'm looking at right here on this Google page is the same thing I'm seeing on your shoe. So yeah, you good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean that's how I truly feel, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, like, you want the free service. Okay. We're not getting money together. Oh, you just want me to do something that you could do for yourself. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it looks like it's good.
That's kind of like how you breaking it down. What's the name of that pawn shop show that comes on, man? I can't think of the name of it.
Pawn Stars?
Pawn Stars.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll come in with somebody that's to sign something, and they'll say, "Well, let me call my authenticator."
Yeah,
He'll come in there and he'll pull up a signature online, and he's like, "Well, you see how this is curved to this right here, bro? I could have did that at the crib."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I could have did that at the crib. But you know how his L is shaped like this, that matches that right there. So I mean, it's yeah, they could have did that at the house, man. So
with them shows though, like, there's also been times they called them authenticators in, and it was still bullshit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it's a gamble.
Yeah.
Period.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble. And like he said, we human, we make mistakes.
Facts.
We human, we make mistakes. But I saw what Jules said. The problem with that $10 is you better not fail.
Right.
And she's right about that. And that's one reason why when people hit me in the DM and they ask for a legit check, I don't know. Because if I tell you it's legit and then come to find out it's not legit, then I'd have messed myself up.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta stand by. You gotta have a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? You know how if you buy something on eBay and when people real confident about their stuff being legit, they'll be like, yo, you get all your money back and then some. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only way I will buy off of eBay. You got to tell me it's 100% legit, because once they tell you it's 100% legit, if you get it in and it ain't the real thing or it's not,
you can send it back.
I'm filing the claim. I can either file a claim or you can give me my money back.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if they ain't saying 100, and even if they don't say 100% guaranteed on the description, I might DM them and be like, are these 100% legit? Is this 100% real? Yeah. And if they say yes, 100% authentic, okay, I got you, because I got you in my messages. I got you in the messages now saying that it's 100% legit. So
OG said they did do pairs out the back on the Yeezys. I don't did he so he brought Yeezys in or whatever? Like maybe I missed that.
Yeah, he did. He did. Because
did
he was suspect on the Yeezys.
Okay.
He was suspect on the Yeezys, and he brought out a size 14, I believe, and they compared everything.
Okay.
And he did say those wasn't legit.
So well then I mean that's still kind of justified then. I mean from what I'm saying though, he pulled out Yeezys from the back because and maybe the Yeezys was just sitting right there or whatever like that. And he was just like, yeah, this looks suspect compared to this shoe or whatever like that. But all the other shoes, he didn't pull no pairs out the back.
Yeah, because I guess he was confident in what he was saying. I guess he was confident in thinking that they was legit. So, but when it came down to those Yeezys, he felt a certain type of way and didn't think that, you know what I mean, everything was spot on for it. So he did pull out a pair out the back.
But you got to keep that same energy in that aspect. So I mean, I agree with OG on that one. You know, like he pulled out.
Yeah.
Just
to nip everything in the bud off the rip, bring a pair out the back.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean.
what I'm saying.
Compare,
you gotta keep that same energy. If you pulled,
you're right.
Some Yeezys out the back or whatever like that, and you was like, yeah, they suspect here. Do that across the board. Keep that same energy. Just don't be like, yeah, this. And he even said in the video, like, yo, this smell funny. That's the ultimate indicator right there. Like, yo, it smells funny.
And another thing, I mean, I wish they would just, if they don't know, don't be afraid to say you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to be real or fake. If you don't know, say, look, I don't know about this one.
But that's what I'm saying. You just don't have one opinion. That's what I'm saying. That's that free service that he was doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these are good. You can't tell me that they don't do second, third opinion before they green light something.
If they would have took that shoe in, I guarantee you it would have been a more in-depth research.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
If they would have took that shoe
in. The thing is, as a store, like he could have flipped that too with him saying, "Oh, he don't know." It's like, "Oh, what do you mean you don't know? You're supposed to be able to authenticate shoes in this store. You should know what's real and what's fake."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because he could have flipped that and said, "Oh, you don't know? What do you mean you don't know?"
In a situation like that, I would have just said, "Man, I just don't trust it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fool with it. I just don't trust it. You know, just something ain't right about this. You know what I'm saying? I just don't trust it. So
that means
I'm gonna have to let you ride with these. Yeah.
Me personally, as a shop, I'd be like, I can't tell with these, so I cannot purchase these, or I'm gonna tell you I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at least I'm being honest. I'd rather be honest than to sit here and tell you it's good and it's not. If I can't tell, then this one's inconclusive. I can't tell you about this one.
You're right. That's fact.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's my opinion. Y'all may feel differently or whatever like that. I feel like as a policy, maybe you should flip it up, you know what I'm saying, and be like, yo, y'all, you got the free service and then you got the in-depth, you know what I'm saying? You got to pay for that, bro.
At the end of the day, use your better judgment when you buy these shoes. You know what I'm saying? Use your better judgment. If you don't trust it, don't buy it.
Hey, let me say something to Queen. Hey, Queen, you right. I probably didn't watch it in depth because, to be honest, I don't care. You right. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I did not watch the whole thing from beginning to end. And a lot of stuff is hearsay, she say, whatever. I did not take my time to watch the whole thing. I probably watched like the first maybe 10 minutes, maybe, and that's probably about it.
What's funny about it is like I don't think everybody like really watch, because every time I hear somebody's opinion or hear something, whatever, they end up telling me about something that I'd be like, yo, I must have spaced out on that portion. I don't even remember that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's always somebody ends up saying something like, yo, did y'all see when he did this in the video? I'll be like, I don't even remember that, bro. Y'all watch
it. You got some investigators out there now. You got some investigators. And I'm kind of like the same way. I may have glanced over it and watched it, but I wasn't in there like, okay, so you dropped a bottle of beer at 12:01, but you saying you was out of there at 11:55. You know what I'm saying? See now,
no, you done fucked up, right?
Yeah.
No. I said, nah. For real, because the little details that I hear from, I be hearing all type of stuff, man. Like every time I turn around, man, somebody do a video or a live or whatever, you'll see in the comments somebody like, yo, but did y'all see at 8 minutes and 32 seconds when he flipped this and it wasn't that at 3 minutes and 29 seconds? I'd be like, I don't even think I seen it. What did I? Man, it's too much, dog. Like I'm like that one lady. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like I just
for real.
It's too much.
I got my own situations I'm dealing with, man. I ain't for real.
No, if Queen watched the whole thing, I mean, she got too much time on her hands.
She was on the Stairmaster watching it, bro.
She say right here. What did y'all say earlier? Time is money. So if I'm taking 25 minutes out of my busy life to watch that, I am giving my attention. I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like I watched it too, but I was paying attention, but I wasn't like, I'll put it like this. I was paying attention, but it wasn't like it was the playoffs.
Hey,
it wasn't like
Q,
it was the playoffs.
Q going hard like that man's is her man's though. Like that's your man's. I mean, we talking about your dude over there. You know what I'm saying? That's your guy. Like she really going hard. You know what I'm talking about? Like, calm down. It's okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
No, Queen. I mean, she going hard though. That's that. Hey, Q is the sis, but bruh, anything without a podcast got time. I heard that. Well, yep, there it is.
Hey, look, Tweezy,
Okay.
y'all got strong opinions about something y'all didn't watch. Did nobody say they didn't watch Tweezy, man? Like I said, I just feel like when it came down to it, just for UN, I'm not saying what he did, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have valid points in his video and what he did, it's faults in this period. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to UN, but they could things that can be corrected. And I feel like they, you know what I'm saying? They need to do some, more in depth. They need to keep that same energy. Just like OG said, if he pulled out, you know what I'm saying, some pairs out the back for the Yeezys, you need to do that for all the shoes. You know what I'm saying? And then and then if you're going to do the legit check joints, you know what I'm saying, make it a paid service. That even makes it feel like it's more legit, compared to a free service. If like, I'm paying for it, then you most definitely got to have some guarantees in this. Because I'm not paying you for nothing. But if you getting a free service, you can't be mad when something come back and it ain't legit.
Right.
Did you pay for it?
At the end of the day, you asked for that opinion. They didn't come to you.
It's because that's what it is. A legit check is an opinion.
Facts.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So once again, you should be knowledgeable, just like you said earlier, Tweezy. And we all feel that way. Be knowledgeable and know your own stuff, and don't depend on somebody else to tell you if something is real or not.
Facts.
Because you can't tell me no OG, or you know what I'm saying, somebody that's been in the game even 10 years is really gonna need a legit check for another man to tell them if something is real or not. Because I'm sorry if I buy something and I get it in, I'm already, before I even buy it, I'm doing my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting busy in the books.
Yeah.
So me, if I got to do all that, I'm not interested anyway. So
that's a fact. But I mean, it's just like when you see pictures, because now it's the internet. You know what I'm saying? You see pictures of whatever new release is about to come out 5 months before it come out. You know what I'm saying? You getting your knowledge on. You in the books before it finally come out. And then when it finally come out, you buy it at the store, whatever. And sometimes you even feel like, I didn't think it was gonna look like this. I didn't think it was gonna be like that or whatever.
Let me say this. Is it fair for somebody to say that they don't deal with fakes to sit there and tell you if a shoe is real or not? Because okay, look, we got these people out here that really buy fakes and they don't care. They admit it. You know what I'm saying? They don't hide it. So would it be fair to say the person that knows fakes will be able to tell a fake from a real than a person that just knows nothing but fakes across their face?
I was gonna say I would trust a person that deals with fakes to legit check a shoe for me before I would anybody else.
Facts.
Because
that's what I'm saying.
They know what to look for because they've been dealing in them fakes. You know what I mean?
Rupert probably the best authenticator.
I would take it to them before I would Urban Necessities. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, I need you to legit check this for me. You know what I mean? And they gonna let you know what it is. You know what I mean?
If I'm Rupert, you got to pay me that.
Hey, he should start a legit check service.
So he gonna be like, y'all see this pinch? So you don't got that, you know. Oh man.
For real, man.
I mean, we say that because we part of the sneaker community and we know what
dick no rubber.
Yeah, we know what he all about, but you gotta understand this little YouTube thing as far as the sneaker community is very small compared to what's really out there. So, you know what I'm saying? It hit different.
Hey, Cap said that's why you get that's why I get my kicks from IBA.
Hey, I get my shoes from across that desert, boy. Seeing is not always believing, bro.
Yeah, so you go that one live we did, you was like, yeah, I got my Travis Scott 6 from across the water. I was like, everybody, bro.
Hey, you could get the Nike box with the Nike swoosh and the tape from across the water now. They come already boxed up, so you know. Yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, I saw something. What was it? OG said if the customer is paying the business, it's a greater liability. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If you set up a service like a legit check and you got to pay for it, you got to be on point. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, because it makes you more liable. That's what I'm saying. Even with eBay, when you buy something from eBay and they be like, yo, you 100% get your money back at 10 times fold. You know what I'm saying? 10 times more. You know what I'm saying? 100% of your money back.
Yeah,
that makes you more credible compared to a free service, because you do a free service, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, we messed up on that. Hey, it's happening.
Or you can have them sign a waiver. You know what I'm saying? This is solely based off of my opinion. This is not, you know what I'm saying? They're not responsible for anything and yada yada yada. You know to get down, but I feel like, hey, at the end of the day, you come in there asking for a service. I did it to the best of my ability. And I'm not responsible. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because at the end of the day, this is just my opinion.
Q said IBA, a silent investor, UN, bro. Bruh, y'all killing it.
Ain't it, man?
I mean, to be honest, seeing ain't always believing, man. I mean, there's a lot of smoke out here, bro. So at the end of the day, just because that man put his little video out there, that don't make it facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Period.
Yeah.
There's always three sides to a story.
Facts.
That's
all.
That's a fact. But what makes it a better service? Tweezy saying. But what makes the service better than the rest? You taking this liability for what? I mean, it puts more on the business. It puts more on the business when it comes down to it compared to the consumer. But I mean, because it's gonna make the person bringing in the shoes feel more comfortable and feel more rest assured that this is legit. You know what I'm saying? If you paying for a service compared to you get something for free.
I feel like it's just like if you take a car to a mechanic, it's like versus I fixed the problem versus I think I fixed it. You know what I'm saying? Do it make sense?
That's like
do it make sense?
Hey, that's like that commercial with that doctor on there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was just gonna say.
How do you feel about Dr. Such and Such? Oh, he's okay. He's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
He come in.
You about to go under the knife.
Hold on. Don't run past that. Did I make sense when I said that? I just sound stupid. Can y'all kind of just pause like, okay.
I knew where you was going. So let me ask y'all this real quick, and then I gotta jump off myself.
Yeah,
so do you continue to do legit checks, or do you stop that service now?
No, and see, that's what I was saying. That's why I feel like right now,
shut it down.
Chill out. Yeah, right now, chill out, bro. For real, you know, and just like he said, what was the rebuttal video? He was at the end of it. I do remember this. He was like, "Yo, I gotta train my people better." You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you still can't say 2J's as the owner is not taking, you know what I'm saying, accountability for what happened. You know what I'm saying, in that video or whatever like that. He's taking accountability and he's saying, yo, at the end of the day, I gotta train my people better. You know what I'm saying? He did feel some type of way about what transpired in that video, whatever like that, which any business owner would feel some type of way. So at the end of the day, he was like, yo, I gotta train him better, and he dropped the mic.
Yeah.
So do you think that it was best for him to move the way he did, or you think it would have been better for him to not have said anything, not adjusted at all?
Him saying something, to be honest with you, him saying something actually makes me feel like he's showing people like, yo, streets is watching, and yeah, and I hear what y'all saying or whatever like that.
I think he responded too quick.
Yeah,
Facts.
I think he responded too quick. I think he should have waited until he got back and checked out everything. You know, because he's responding to SneakerCon from what I saw. You know what I mean? I feel like he should have, you know, chilled out for a minute. Took everything, went back, talked to his people, found out what happened, and then made a move from there. But I know from now on, anybody walk in with glasses, I'm checking them. I tell you that. You got a battery in them glasses?
Signs say no glasses, contacts only.
Hey, you got a battery in them glasses?
They're probably not even gonna legit check where you can see it anymore. They're probably gonna like, oh, we're gonna take these to the back, and they legit, you know what I'm saying, and bring them back out and let you know what's up.
But then they're gonna get accused of swapping stuff out.
True. Well, hey, you got to get some kind of glass that you can't see through. It's blurry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can see through with the naked eye, but if the camera or anything, it's gonna look blurry. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yeah. They probably could do that. Just make a room where you got glass right there, but they can't hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's crazy what you got to go through. What you got to go through now.
Look, you gotta have a whole. You gotta have a whole confessional just to legit check.
Yeah.
Man. I will vouch for Tweezy on this because we was all together. Because I said, you know, earlier I sold a couple pairs to him, and the process was the same. And the same dude that legit checked, but I mean, once again, but Tweezy sold pairs to him. But you know what I'm saying? We was at SneakerCon, and the same dude that was in the video was the same dude that checked and did the process for Tweezy's pairs that he sold to UN.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was the same process. It wasn't even like it was the same dude. You know what I'm saying? He did the. All right, yeah, we could. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's a isolated situation on just him that needs to be, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna move you to a different department, or you know what I'm saying, something. So that was, I will vouch for that. It was the same, it was the same process when we was in DC.
All right.
So he had every sneaker con and constantly away from the store. He had to respond. Yeah, I mean, he did have to respond. I still feel like he did it, you know, hella fast. So he did off emotion instead of like I said, getting with the, you know what I'm saying, getting with his team, getting with his, you know what I'm saying, his people that his OGs, whatever, you know what I'm saying, before he jumped out the gym.
Right.
I mean, he probably panicked though. I mean, you think about it, man. I mean, how big he is, and he knows how the sneaker world is, how quickly it can change on you. And like UN is his baby.
Yeah.
So it's like to him, it's like, oh, my baby in trouble. I gotta say something now.
Man, please. If that was me, I'd have got to my lawyers quick. I ain't finna play with this, man. You laughing? I'm dead ass. You think I'm finna play with you? Come on, man. You got Sneakerheads clothing line. Let somebody come after your baby, bro. What you about to do, bro? You gonna take it lightly? You gonna keep it on? You gonna go back and forth on YouTube with a nigga?
I'll never go back and forth with you. I've been said this for years, man. Yo, I have that Master P mentality, bro. Like, you remember what Master P used to say in every record? You will never hear me go back and forth with somebody on wax, bro.
Right.
I'm not doing that, bro. That's that goofy time, bro. I'm not. First of all, I'm not going back and forth with another man, period. If you Hop, you have an opinion, Soul, you got an opinion, IBA, you have an opinion. I respect all y'all opinions.
Yeah.
And you most definitely, like, yo, if I love red, but y'all love green, blue, and every other color, I respect that more than everybody being like, man, I love red too, bro. Not all of us love red, bro.
Facts.
You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
let me say this real quick. All right, Jules 23 said the main lesson Troll wanted people to take away was that the line between real and top-notch fakes is razor thin. If you've been in the game long enough, you already know that.
That's a fact.
If you've been in the game long enough, and then it says he really wasn't trying to be a jerk to 2Js, he's playing this for months. If you have been in the game long enough, you know how far fakes have come. You know what I mean? You know how far fakes have come. And that's what he was trying to supposedly teach a lesson to people. We already know this. This you know. If you've been in the game long enough, you already know this. So really what he's telling me ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? So and then saying that you planned it for months. That's yeah, you planned it for months. You know, I've been in the game long enough to know that how far these fakes have came. And that's, like I said, that's one reason why I don't really fool with consignment shops like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing what Q and Tweezy saying in the chat, but at the end of the day, that's defamation of my business, bro. You know what I'm saying? What you're saying is not facts, it's all opinion, and you're running around saying what you're saying about my whole business. I can't have that.
No, I will say, like, cause Q got here, IBA lawyers for what? To show your staff false, false legit checking on camera. I mean, I will say this. So when it comes to the footage,
you can't even use it.
This would be argumented in court. For a minute. This ain't no one court date. This ain't one of them type things, man. Litigation will be, and 2J's got more money than that man. I'm assuming.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So litigation will go on for a minute over this. You talking about using, obviously they would have to use the video. If you got the video thrown out, this is open and shut. Like, it's because they'll just say, he say versus he say, and they'll just throw it out. But if you using the video, that's like OJ with the glove, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll go on for a minute, but put that glove on.
You never had permission to shoot that video. The people that's in the video didn't give you permission to use their, you know what I'm saying? Use them in your video.
That's true. They'll use that, but then on
that's
the
thrown
opposite
out.
side, no, but the thing is, though, they'll use that portion to say that for that side, but then on the opposite side, they'll also be like, but the shoes is actually, they were fake and you took those in. So it's like it'll be a back and forth for a minute.
Right.
It'll come down to litigation about who got more money than who to stay going to court.
Because you buying fakes that came from across the water that shouldn't even be over here.
So when it comes down to 2J side or whatever, they'll keep going until you run out of money.
Right.
That's really, they won't even try to argue the, you know what I'm saying, the shoes being real or fake or whatever like that. They'll try to keep you in court until that man over there run out of money, and it'll get thrown out. Because they don't want it to go down to, okay, judge, you got to make a decision. Because he could, at the end of the day, he could lose. And if he could lose, basically at the end of the day, 2J's got more to lose than that man do. So from a legal standpoint, They're gonna be like, yo, we gotta ride this out until this man ain't got no money to stay in this courtroom. Because we can't leave it up to the judge or the jury.
Let me say this real quick. I was seeing, a couple of people responding saying about what I said earlier about they saying the younger generation don't really know about this, about whatever supposedly was in that video. How many young people do you think watched that video? Do you think he actually made that video for younger people?
Well,
but hold on, listen to what I'm saying. The people they saying like the younger generation don't know. It's you have to put in the legwork to learn about this stuff. If you know you getting into this business, I see a lot of younger kids reselling. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of younger kids reselling the game right now. So
more younger kids and adults.
Right. So I'm pretty sure they know about fakes versus real shoes. And at the end of the day, I don't think this video was to educate younger kids or the younger generation on the thin line between fakes and legit stuff. At the end of the day, they spending their money. You know what I mean? So if you're getting into this, that's like me hitting up IBA and saying, hey, IBA, can you look out? Can you throw me a oop on this shoe? But I'm not putting in the legwork myself to try to get it myself. You know what I mean? If you're getting into this, you want to learn. You should want to learn as much as possible. Educate yourself. You know what I mean? So you don't get got. But I don't think this video was made for people like that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't think that video was targeted towards trying to educate people on I mean, like you said, at the end of the day, that's not true. That's only based off what you know. You can't say what others know. And that's why I'm saying, Q, about you have to educate yourself. If you're really getting into it, you should want to learn more about this. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if watching that video really helped anybody. I can't say if it did or if it didn't. You know what I mean? And you're right. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna reiterate too. Like, I forgot who I was talking to about this, and that just goes for learning about real and fake. Period. That's just like say for example, it's time for you to go buy your first car. Go buy a car. Period. Right. You shouldn't just buy the first thing that you see.
Right.
Yeah, and just because it looked good, whatever like that. And then also as well, even if it's a brand new car, you should still get it checked out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that it's, so you should do your research, you should do your knowledge, you should do your, whatever, the Carfax, you know what I'm saying? You should do like, is there any recalls? You should do your own legwork. And then also as well, after you do your own legwork, get a second, third opinion. You know what I'm saying? Get trustworthy, the people that you know what I'm saying, that like your own mechanic, whatever. Yo, does it check out? From what I was seeing, it looks like it checks out. But what do you think? And if that's the route that you need to go, whatever like that. Me personally, I'm at the stove with it. But if you at the, if you at these consignment shops, if you at these sneaker cons, if you at these, whatever, these eBays, whatever. If you're not buying it from the store, do your research before you buy something. Just don't buy off an impulse. Because at the end of the day, you could be screwing yourself. And the only person you can be mad at is yourself.
Yep.
That's the only thing. That's the only person you can be mad at. That's the only thing I can take away from this video. For me personally, that's the only thing I can take away from this video. That's the only thing I can take away from this experience. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see, that it happened, to Urban Necessities or whatever like that. I personally feel like Urban Necessities and 2J's as a name, as a brand, as a company, is the biggest reseller out here in the game. It's a multi-million-dollar business. And he lived in Vegas, so that's why he went there. He didn't go anywhere else. I did see somebody in the chat say that there's no other place in Vegas that does legit checks or whatever like that. I mean, that may be the case. I don't know, so I can't speak on that.
He could have cornered the market in Vegas.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's very much true. But I feel like personally, like he's the biggest name in the game, so that's where I'm gonna go because I don't like resellers. I may be wrong on this, but I'm just saying, like that's like that's how I kind of felt. You know what I'm saying? To get my point across, why go to the, you know what I'm saying? Why not go to the biggest store or the biggest brand in the reselling game? And I live here locally to prove my point or to show like, yo, fakes can get through even at a Urban Necessities or whatever. Because they look that good.
Right.
Make it a casualty of war or whatever like that. You know, it's plenty of different ways that he can say he justifies this or whatever, or people's opinions can say why he justified or what he did or whatever like that.
Yeah.
At
So
this
I mean,
point,
just like we have a million opinions in here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever.
mhm.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is what it is, and I want to see how it's gonna play out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I mean,
because at the end of the day,
it's-
like I said before, I don't care. So I mean, but it is, you know,
yeah,
it seemed like this is the topic that everybody's been talking about for the last, week. So
right.
I'm
There's
just gonna,
plenty of different ways he could have went about it, but he went about it the way that he went about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but getting back to the whole legal thing, going to court or whatever like that, RBA, he could, and he very much it had to be very strategized about it or whatever. And if that man even maybe and we don't even know, man, he might not even be able to afford going to court about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that man's pockets. I ain't checking his pockets. He may not even be able to afford to go to court about it.
I'm just saying, and I keep saying it, but if I was that man, trust
Yeah.
with prejudice,
Cease and desist is it's plenty of different ways that you know what I'm saying like things could go out, you know what I'm saying, but and at the end of the day, like we don't know JC, you know what I'm saying, like I mean he may, like we don't know what that man is thinking. That's what I'm saying. So like right now he could be like, man, I don't even give a.
Yeah, but then he could be going my route.
That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't know what that man is thinking, what he may do. We'll see what happens or whatever like that. But he could be like, I don't even, because I'm still making power moves out here. Like do I
True.
entertain or not? Do I entertain? I could, but it may not work out for me. And if it don't work out for me, I got more to lose than what that man do.
But at the end of the day, look at this situation. It's going viral. Everybody's talking about it, bro. I didn't think it was that big, but man,
I mean, and no disrespect to that man, did it really go viral though? Like
I think it
In
meant.
our
I think
community, it did.
Yeah.
Isolated situation.
Hey, all it takes is to get around to the right people or whatever. This and that, it's gonna keep on going.
It's not stopping his Toronto location. It's not stopping his New York location. It's not, and it's even not even stopping his Las Vegas location. It ain't like it's a whole bunch of protesting little kids out front of Las Vegas mall right now. Like,
True.
But
You
the
know what I'm
thing is,
saying?
honestly, I think the kids don't even care.
Hey, like I said, if it wasn't that serious, we wouldn't even be in here really talking about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we sat here for like a whole hour talking about it.
Michael Jackson had plenty allegations. I'm still listening to Smooth Criminal, my brother. All right.
Look, we still listening to R. Kelly, yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying. Well played as a classic. I'm just saying. Oh, y'all may feel differently.
Hey, well, I mean, but then again, Bill Cosby still made it in there. So I mean,
Bill Cosby.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Hey, Jewel said the video got 17,000 views.
17,000, 17.
Bruh.
That's still an isolated. I'm sorry, 17,000 views and still going. I respect that most definitely.
From a nobody.
It's
You know what I'm
still
saying?
it's still an isolated situation.
And let me say this before somebody take what I said the wrong way. I don't mean nobody like that, but you know what I'm saying? People know you within the little community, but that's what I
The
mean by
thing
that.
is, you got 17,000 mouths that's gonna talk. That's
Right.
what you got to look at. Word of mouth is crazy.
No, it's a fact.
I'm gonna tell you, it's one thing that I learned when I was in retail is that if you deal with 100 people, right, and you give them a good experience, only 10 people might go tell about that good experience. But if
Right.
you're dealing with that same 100 people and all them 100 people get a bad experience, I will guarantee you between 75 to 90% of those people would talk about that bad experience versus the good experience.
Facts.
That's a fact.
I'm still in retail, so I already know that's facts.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Q
Hold on, let
said
me
first
see.
video is 13. 17K is huge. That's a fact. Most definitely, 17K is huge.
Yeah, for the first video, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. But you got to
Let me see.
Go
Let me see if
ahead.
let me see if this really cute for a minute, because I don't know. Part of me starting to think it's not even cute up in here. who was this, man? What you do with Q? I don't know.
Hey, Q, put it in the chat. What's your intro slogan to all your videos? Hey, no, on the real though, man. You gotta think about it like
man.
another thing to think about. 17K right now, right? And counting. How many of those 17K you gonna tell me that's new viewers ain't was like, oh, let me go check out this person. Let me go check out who. So I'm pretty sure like 2J's count went up even more just to even see or just to hit that notification bell to be like, oh, is he gonna do another rebuttal? Is he gonna say something? You know what I'm saying?
There's other people having the same conversation that we're having right now in this chat. And there's some people, and then when we talk about it, or whoever's talking about it, there's a lot of people that don't know about it that's gonna go check for it now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It might bring it's probably gonna bring traffic to a store and everything now.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. So he may be thinking about it like that in an aspect like, yo, it's just gonna be, if they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing nothing. You know what, good or bad, and just what was that?
It's all
Just like in
publicity.
the it's just like in the NWA video, NWA movie. Hey, they bought them up.
yeah, for real, yeah.
Yeah, he could be like, hey, they talking about me. That's all that matters.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Good or bad, publicity is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, at the end of the day, like this type of stuff is gonna happen or whatever like that, but not necessarily saying that I like it because I don't, whatever. But well, where do you go from here? Like now, what? Where do you go from here? From both parties, like as troll, like where do you go from here? Like, because you just can't do this for the rest of your YouTube career or channel, whatever you want to call it. This shit.
He did set the bar high, didn't he?
I mean, you could say that, but I don't agree, because the thing is, that means all your content that you put out has to be on the same energy. You can't be doing this.
That's what I'm saying. Can he keep this same energy up? That's the thing.
It took him 4 months just to get this out.
Right. And he went after a top dog. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like you said, where do you go from here? Can you keep the same energy up? You know what I'm saying? He set the bar high for himself. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying when I said he set the bar high. He set the bar high for himself. What can you do next to top this if you're trying to top it? You know what I mean? So
off of regular content, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. So game proper 2J's is.
So you mean you gonna follow that up with, I just got this shoe, and I mean, you can't do that. You know what I mean? You gonna follow it up with sneaker reviews now? Real versus fake and all that stuff. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, well, where do you go from here? That's what he might do. He might be doing sneaker. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about this man. That's what I'm saying. Like where does he go from here or whatever? Because he can't keep the same energy of that he's going to be doing. Exposing fakes at this store or whatever like that is. That's what I'm like. What is his channel going to be about or whatever like that?
The
Like
only see the thing is, if he wasn't worried about his name, and if he would have made like a an account, but there's no face to it, but then just started exposing people, now that page would have took off because there's no face to a name. But then again, you're dropping all of this, all these things about these different shops or whatever it may be. Maybe, but for people to know your face and you moving like this, bruh, nah.
So Jules said, yes, so game proper 2 J's was selling fake baby Travis Scott's, consigning them. I don't know. He most definitely isn't doing that no more or whatever.
That's the ones they were talking about were custom supposedly.
Yeah, exactly. And then even with SneakerCon, when that was brought about, they most definitely, Allen don't.
You didn't see him no more. Yeah, you didn't see him no more.
Allen don't play no games.
So they nip that in the bud then, huh?
Oh, ASAP.
Yeah.
Remember they was at DC when we was all at DC. They was never
yeah.
after that.
Let me say this, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. It seemed like the stock has increasingly changed as far as these vendors too.
Yeah.
It don't look the same. Yeah, they still got some stuff up there, but not like overwhelming. Like, bro, how you doing that? So basically, they cracked down on a lot of that stuff. So people ain't moving the same amount of weight as far as certain shoes in that like they was doing before that whole incident jumped off.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Allen don't play no games when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to SneakerCon, most definitely. So, I guess you can kind of call that an isolated situation too. Like he very much was, yo, you out of here, because this is not going to jeopardize. You know what I'm saying? The our name and the brand at all whatsoever. So they most definitely cleaned that up. What else did I see? Yeah, his preparation that 4 months that he put that together, that was some serious preparation for that video Q. And then Soul Game proper. No, it was fake GS Jordan 1 Virgils. He consigned like 100+ pairs. Yeah, he cleaned up on them customs. Yeah, he did. And that goes for SneakerCon too. Like JC and SneakerCon, they most definitely was like, yo, get them up out of here.
Dang, Q a supporter. Golly. Q going hard for these people, boy. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let her have it though. It ain't that serious to me.
Yeah, shout out to Q, man. Shout out to Q for real. Shout out to Q tonight.
Yeah, but hey, it's about that time.
Yeah, man. We've been on here long enough. I appreciate y'all holding on. Look, girl, chill out.
Hey, look, she was cool all that time. She was like, "Oh, she got to put her 2 cents in."
Exactly. Like, y'all talking about what? Y'all gonna hit them outros though, man, because she wants some attention.
No, I think I've seen everything.
Once again, Rep, appreciate you having me on here, bro. Definitely enjoyed tonight, man. Kicking it with y'all, man. You can find me on IG, HOPDAWG18. I think the next battle for me will be next weekend against Gone AWOL. Looking forward to that one, man. Also, check me in. Don't start, man. Also, you can check me and my homie BAA, or better known as Black Ass African, on Retro Talk Forum.
Chill, bro. Demonetized, man. BAA, just say BAA, man.
Yeah, my bad. Hey, it's with a Z, AZZ. But check us out, Retro Talk Forum. We had one episode Sunday. Go check us out, see if you liked it. If you do, just let us know. Appreciate everybody that showed up in the chat. Love this debate. Q, love you. Appreciate all the insight. Q, good people, man. She good people, man. She got a heart.
Facts, big facts.
She got a heart. She got a heart. I tell you that. So, but yeah, appreciate y'all, man. I know you got a battle coming up next, right?
Yeah.
Reaper.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking forward to that one, man. Definitely want to check y'all out, man. This Saturday coming up. So appreciate y'all, man. I see you doing your thing with your clothing, man. Congrats, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Rep, I know you still doing your thing, man, in the game, man. So, man, salute to all y'all, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Appreciate it.
For sure. All right, man. It's your boy IBA, man. You already know what it is, man. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. Not Facebook. Oh my Lord.
Hey,
you could, but actually, to be honest, you actually can find me on Facebook. To be honest, though, but yeah, on YouTube.
If you know his government name, you can follow him on Facebook.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be dropping some videos, some new content. I got about 5-6 videos I could drop right now, so I'm gonna work on that while I get off of this. And yeah, just look out for me. You know what I'm saying, also been nominated for the Nations of Souls Sneaker Award, first annual, so look out for that. You know what I'm saying, it's been a number of us that's been nominated actually, so you know, just stay tuned. And shout out to everybody that pulled up in the chat, everybody on the panel. You know what I'm saying, Red Milwaukee, Hop, Reaper, Cadillac, and 901. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody. And I always have fun coming on here talking about, you know what I'm saying, these sneaker battles and just having open talk with you guys, man. So I look forward to the next one.
Everybody, it's your boy Soul Reaper 23, also known as Forgiven Souls. You can find me on Instagram at Soul Reaper 23 and also at Forgiven Souls. I do have a battle coming up against Cadillac Jackson. It will be a banger, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Also, I'm doing a sock drive for the homeless for Christmas. So if anybody wants to donate a pair of socks, man, I don't care. Children's socks, women's socks, men's socks, just pairs of socks, man. My P.O. box is in my link on at Forgiven Souls. Hey, please donate socks, man. I know everybody going for shoes and breads and all these releases, man. I know y'all can give a pair of socks for the homeless, man. And that's it.
Yo, and then y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Red Milwaukee 414, man. I appreciate everybody that came through tonight, or that everybody that come through every week, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to come through, you know what I'm saying, but y'all come through to come check us out, see what we talking about, you know what I'm saying, just see the debates, see my daughter that don't want to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? And we have a good time with this every week, man. So I appreciate y'all coming through. IBA, you know what it is, man. Soul Reaper, Hop, man, I appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate it.
Man, 901. Chill.
She giving her shout out.
901 came through tonight, man. So we most definitely had a good time. Wasn't expecting to go this long. So shout out to everybody that came through tonight, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Girl. Hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Comment, hit that chat, man. Appreciate y'all. See y'all next Tuesday.
But not.
That's a hell of an outro.
Hey, here. Go.
Yeah, that Kevin Hart.
Look, now you ain't got nothing to say, man.
I'll see y'all next week, bro. We're gonna do it again.
Peace.
All right.
All
right, peace.
Yep.